A body drops from a rooftop. Our guy is mid-fall, and the only thought left is one word: why? He can't tell if he fell or got pushed, the ground closing in fast. An ambulance rolls up below and people start running, but he trusted the wrong people, and they put him here. Top student with a real sense of justice. And today, all of it ends because someone decided he doesn't get to graduate. A heartbeat barely holds. The hospital, under a dark sky. Empty hallways at night, dead quiet. The grandmother and a doctor stand over the bed, both falling apart. Our hero lies there, bandages around his skull, tube in his nose, barely alive. The old woman slumps into the bed frame, holding his hand. Under the sheets, a fist clenches tight, but nobody in the room sees it. He keeps telling himself he'll wake up soon, but the darkness never lifts. Bro hears everything, processes all of it, and can't move one muscle. A girl's voice breaks through, saying she never meant what she said. The girl tells him his smile is the only thing that gets her through the rough days, and all our guy wants is enough strength to twitch a finger. His mind screams at his own body, move, just move, anything at all. The girl whispers his name one final time, then a different voice asks the grandmother how long it's been since the collapse. The old woman says if he were here, they wouldn't be struggling. Grandma begs him to wake up, yells at him to stop lying there, and our MC hears every word but can't shed a single tear, trapped between life and death. Can't die, can't wake up. Bro tries to convince himself it's all fake. Our MC tells himself morning is coming if he just holds on. 3 years go by. Word gets around. The top student in school collapsed out of nowhere one day. No warning, no reason anyone can give. The anger hits all at once with nowhere to go. Our guy can't accept this, refuses to believe the story ends here. 6 faces stuck in his memory, the ones who destroyed everything, and the teachers who were right there and chose to look away. If a miracle sent him back to that time, every last one of them is done. That rage is the only thing keeping his mind running. A scream in the dark. It hurts, save me. A cold voice asks back if that even counts as pain. A dark figure steps into the void, red energy all over it, grinning wide. The figure tells our hero to drop the pride and accept the devil's power. The grandmother can't help from out there. A full decade gone in this bed already. Bro says no, refuses, flat out. 4 years in, 5, 6, a plan starts taking shape. Detailed, thorough, aimed at tearing apart everything those 6 ever built. The dark figure asks one more time if he's sure. The revenge plan is locked. Total destruction. Zero mercy. Our MC calls it perfect. The dark figure goes wild. But the hospital settles back in. Same machines, same bed, same 10 years in the same position. And at this point, anyone would have cracked. Our guy finally gives up. Asks for the end. Just let it stop. Our MC drops the plan, drops the fight, and the second he lets go, light hits from every direction. The darkness breaks apart. A classroom, desks, and a blackboard right in front of him. Students walking past, voices calling out the class president. Bro is sitting at a school desk, and none of it adds up. 2 guys yelling to stop. Please, enough already. Our hero can't figure out what's going on around him. Our MC figures it's another exhausting dream. Had years of practice with those, got real good at ignoring them. Then a fist catches him clean, and it actually hurts. Blood drips down his face. Dreams don't bleed. The sting is sharp and very real. This dude's eyes snap open. Not a dream. The pain keeps confirming it. He went back. Actually, went back. The thought barely lands before a bully calls him a son of a bitch. It hits him fully. He returned to that day. The blonde one steps up and threatens to mess with his sick grandmother. The blonde calls Bro a piece of garbage and kicks him. Another one screams at our MC to stay on the ground. The hits keep coming, but the look on his face is different now. Our MC takes every single one without flinching. It won't be the same. That thought holds through every hit. This situation has nothing to do with the old version. Heart pounding, everything rushing back. The hospital, the grandmother's worn hands, those same 6 faces on the staircase, all crashing in at once. Classmates watch and whisper while our hero stays on the floor. 2 of them tower right over him. The blonde one turns, red eye catching the light. Laughs right in Bro's face, never been touched, and it shows. That grin goes full, total confidence, nothing is about to change. The whole room watches, blonde bully right in front of our MC, loving every second. Winds up for one more hit, red eyes locked on, and our guy's fist comes up first, catches the blonde dead in the jaw. Blood sprays from the mouth, first time that face has ever taken a real shot. Our hero stands there, fist still tight, grin forming. 10 years in the dark, and every second was building to this. The day everything changed, our guy remembers it down to the smallest detail. 10 years in the dark made sure nothing faded. The school had a delinquent running the show, the kind every other punk answered to. The guy was heavy into gambling, real money on the line, and one day he lost big. To cover the debt, they dragged a kid from class into being their errand boy. The blonde bully had the kid by the collar, no room to say no. A decent student getting shaken down while the whole room stayed quiet. Our hero didn't want trouble either, but standing by felt worse than stepping in. Our MC couldn't let it go. Walked up and told them to cut it out, straight to their faces. Bro didn't hesitate, said stop right there in front of everyone. A classmate grabbed his arm, warned him who he was dealing with. Our MC already knew the risk. But he was too angry to care, and backing down over a name wasn't his style. Yelled at them again to stop it. The gang's name meant nothing to our guy, but once the whole crew turned on him, the daily beatings came fast. Chased and cornered every single day after that. Kept resisting until the body gave out, and in the end, had to bow. That's where it all landed. Hell. One word, and it covered everything. The classroom, the fight is still going. Our MC throws a clean shot at the blonde, and the blonde can barely process the blood on his own face. Another hit rocks him back hard. The room goes still. The blonde stares at the blood on his hand. Can't believe what he's seeing. Classmates are wondering if the president was always this aggressive. And our guy memorized this exact scenario during 10 years in the coma. Replayed every angle, planned the counter over and over until it ran on its own. A clean shot lands. 10 years of practice behind it. Bro built this counterattack piece by piece while trapped in the dark. The hit drives the blonde further back. Our MC isn't slowing down. The blonde tries to recover. A dodge and a follow-up come back to back. Our guy tells the blonde that if his head had been a few centimeters lower, the jawbone would have cracked, and he's not guessing. Every move is precise, rehearsed 1,000 times over. Another hit sends the blonde crashing into the desks. Furniture goes flying across the floor. The blonde screams and curses at our hero. A new face steps in from the doorway, blue-haired kid with an earring, sharp eyes. One of the 6, the type who watches before acting. First year, class 8, the brains of the group. The blue-haired one asks our MC if he's lost his mind. Bro says to listen close. Right behind him, the biggest member of the crew walks in. Wide shoulders, red undershirt, built for damage. Someone calls out that the teacher is on the way. The big one curses but holds it in, and the blue-haired one tells them to handle it later. Our guy gets one last line in before they leave. Our MC tells them not to think this changes anything, says he's looking forward to the next round. A classmate mutters from the back row. The crew walks out, and our hero watches every step. The room goes quiet. Our MC thinks about who he was in the original timeline, the class president who put himself between the bullies and everyone else. One memory stands out. If just one friend had stepped in back then, the worst of it wouldn't have happened. He once reached out to a student who had nobody, told the kid to come to him. That was the kind of person our guy always was. His role never changed. Find the ones being targeted and keep them safe. As class president, he settled disputes and shielded anyone who needed it. The gang's threat lands before the day is over. They'll leave him half dead after class. Classroom 1 to 8, first year. Students keep talking, trying to figure out what got into the president. One of them asks if our MC is on drugs. The blue-haired one says he expected this to be easier. Our hero only got targeted because he stood up for the errand boy. Now, the whole thing is bigger. One of the crew asks if the class president really started talking back. The blue-haired one says the reason doesn't matter. If they let this go, every other student will take it as a green light to push back. The blue-haired one decides to crush our guy so hard he'll never look them in the eye again. The big one agrees, says he'll end it himself. The decision is locked in. They catch our hero after class, and one of them says he's got nerve. A hit comes in. The big one goes full force and sends Bro crashing with a kick. But the blonde freezes, asks what's happening because our MC was supposed to be on the ground begging by now. Instead, our guy comes back swinging hard. The blonde can't wrap his head around it, asks if this kid really thinks he can take them on. Our MC grabs the blonde by the shirt, pulls him close, and calls him garbage. Fist raised, standing over him. The blonde stares up with blood on his face. The scared one in this room isn't our hero. Class ends and the gang is already moving, nowhere to hide inside the school. One of them says to go. The crew heads out for our guy. Our MC walks through the hallway, already feeling it. Whispers follow him down the corridor. The ambush hits before he can react. The blonde is raging, red eyes cursing at the top of his lungs. Bro takes off running, sprints through the hallway at full speed, slides past a corner, and barely keeps balance. 3 more of them are already waiting at the end. One says he's late. They close in from both sides. Two of them pin our hero down and start swinging. But our guy planned for this. 10 years of rehearsal, and up to here, nothing went off track. The real problem is the big one. Strongest in the group, hardest to put down. Getting rid of the gang leader was the easy part, but past him could never handle the big one as a high schooler with no real advantage. So, what's the move? Simple. Our MC fights in ways the old him would never have tried. No rules, no holding back. A hit lands and the big one screams. Playing fair stopped being an option years ago. To get this revenge done, our guy will do whatever it takes. A massive punch proves the point. Doesn't matter how tough the big one's body is, solid force to the shin drops anyone. The hit connects and the big one staggers. Bro presses hard. Right now, this is the only window. Our hero closes the gap fast. If he tackles the big one with all that weight aimed straight down, the guy won't be able to take it. Our MC slams him face first into the hallway floor. On top now, and our MC says there's no blocking the follow-up punches from this position, a clean shot from above. Whether the blue-haired one jumps in from behind doesn't matter. Bro's priority is finishing the big one off first. Reducing their numbers to a manageable count is the best move right now. Another punch to the face, then a kick. Our guy knows this is the right call. Blood drips from his knuckles, hands wrecked. Our MC grins, dark, locked in, 10 years of rage behind every swing. Every hit was rehearsed long before this hallway, but the stamina isn't keeping up. The plan was better than the body executing it. Arms are getting heavy, breathing hard. Our MC can't quit now though. One more target left to deal with. The blue-haired one can't process it, asks out loud how our hero got this strong. At best, Bro was the type who stayed under the top bully's radar. Nobody expected real fighting ability. The blue-haired one calls our MC a monster. The blonde realizes the big one is down and he's on his own. Admits out loud he can't win. Our guy tells them to move down the hallway, hands busted and shaking but still pressing forward. Bro walks toward them and they back up with every step. One of them lets out a squeak. A teacher's voice cuts in, asks, "What's going on here?" The blonde's face lights up. This much noise in the hallway, the teachers definitely noticed. 3 students on the ground bleeding. In the school's eyes, this is a full incident. The blonde tells our MC he's finished, even grins about it. But our guy already ran this scenario, tells the teacher that those kids left in ambulances with blood on them, and the blame has to land on someone. The teacher says this kid has always been a problem, says this won't stay at the school level. In decades of teaching, never seen anyone this reckless. The parents will come after him. The teacher tells Bro he'll pay for it. Our MC asks the teacher if there's any reason to make this bigger than it needs to be. Our MC asks if this is really his first time handling school violence. The teacher stops. Our guy asks if the teacher doesn't have a real talent for making problems disappear, handling everything quietly. Our MC suggests they skip the paperwork and bury the whole thing. Our MC asks the teacher to cover it all up so nobody ends in a mess. The teacher snaps, yells, and calls our MC a bastard. Our hero saw that reaction coming. This is exactly why he died. Not from the bullying alone. Bro died because the bullying and the adults who refused to see it worked hand in hand. The teachers who should have stepped in, they stood on the side and watched him get destroyed. Our MC remembers every detail. The head teacher of class 1-8 especially, pretending to be a real educator while being absolute trash. A voice tells the teacher to stop. The teacher is still going. Asks if our guy really wants to push this. Our hero tells him to lower it because otherwise he'll start talking about teachers profiting off students' parents. Mentions the blue-haired one's family. Our hero asks if the teacher wants that yelled across the hall. And that's not all. There's plenty more to bring up. For example, a scandal involving the English teacher. The head teacher's expression drops. Our MC tells him to keep it quiet and walks past. The one with the power in this hallway isn't the teacher anymore. Flashback. Our guy walks through the hallway and stops at a door. In the first timeline, Bro tried the right way, telling a teacher. The head teacher lifts a cup without looking up. The teacher calls the blue-haired one in and asks if it's true. The kid denies it, says they are messing around. The teacher buys it and calls it solved. Both bullies bow. Case closed in under a minute. Next day, the crew walks through school, reporting changed nothing. A fist pounds on a surface. The blue-haired one tells our hero to follow. They corner him, ask if snitching was supposed to change anything. The blonde catches Bro across the jaw. Outside, 2 of them stomp our MC into concrete, while the head teacher watches from the window. A boot comes down and the man stays still. Our guy narrates, If you're a teacher and a student tells you he's being bullied, the least you can do is check. The teacher turns away. This dude screams and then spots the man at the window. For 1 second, bro thinks he'll finally act. Our hero's internal read, witnessed directly, the man has to punish them now. Then the teacher walks away. The stomping keeps going. Our MC learned later. The head teacher took monthly payments from parents. The blue-haired one's family was income. The man never planned to solve anything. After that, bro handled it alone, kept swinging through every beating until one day he went too far. Our guy lies wrecked on the ground in the rain. The blue-haired one's mother shows up screaming, demands to know who hurt her son. The kid points at our hero. The woman loses it, won't let this slide. Our MC stood there apologizing, powerless. Without parents to fight for him, bro had nothing. The committee ruled against our hero. He took punishment alone while the gang walked free. Only after 10 years did bro realize fists alone can't win this. Adult interference has to be neutralized completely. Present day, the head teacher's office. The man sits behind his desk and our MC walks in. The teacher starts talking and our guy cuts him off. Bro whispers, "Think carefully before opening that mouth again." This dude lays out the evidence, monthly payments from the blue-haired one's parents since enrollment, university connection. Our hero adds the affair, the English teacher, married with 3 children, a specific motel. Bro asks if the man wants more. Bro tells the teacher his entire life is filthy. Our MC threatens to trample the man's career if he dismisses any of this. Promises to make the teacher quit if needed. Bro already knows. The wife eventually found out, showed up at school, slapped the man publicly. The teacher feared exposure more than anything. The blackmail can't fail. The teacher caves and asks what our hero wants. This dude tells him it's simple. Keep covering up problems the same trashy way. But the person he covers for changes. From now on, the man works for our MC, prevent every incident from exploding by any means. In return, bro keeps every secret buried until graduation. One look confirms the deal. The teacher agrees. Our guy walks out without waiting. City skyline. The head teacher is just the first card prepared in advance. The next one needs to come faster. One thing left to handle first. The blue-haired one storms into his classroom raging, swears he'll tear our hero apart. The kid's sure the teacher will expel our MC. The man's been taking his mother's money. The kid admits he was scared. The kid asks if the other guys got caught. Nobody answers. The classroom door opens and our hero stands in the frame. Our MC walks forward, uniform wrecked. The blue-haired one swears he won't let his status drop for one kid. The blue-haired one tells himself it was a coincidence. The kid convinces himself he'll destroy bro next time. Then our guy speaks, tells them to finish what they started. The kid freezes. Bro asks one question, shouldn't they? Sweat breaks across the blue-haired one's face. Our MC drives a fist straight into the jaw. The kid crashes through the desk. Our hero doesn't slow down. The kid stumbles trying to get up. Bro walks toward him at the same pace. One terrified eye fills the frame. Our MC drives another hit down hard. Blood from the mouth. The blue-haired one begs, "Spare me." The kid's only thought, this guy is a psycho. Our hero keeps swinging while the kid screams for help. The head teacher shows up at the door, and the blue-haired one screams the man's been taking his mother's money. The teacher freezes. Bro doesn't stop. Our MC grabs the blue-haired one and delivers the message. Don't expect the slightest bit of help. No one in this school will ever help you. The same words bro lived through turned around and shoved right back. 5 minutes earlier, the head teacher crouches on his office floor, shaking. 3 students hospitalized, and the school wants it quiet. Sweat runs down the man's face. If our MC doesn't get punished hard enough, the parents will lose it. The teacher grabs his skull. The blue-haired one's family is the real problem. They own buildings across the city and funded the school's renovations. The principal handles them personally. The teacher also took their money. If they start digging, the man is finished. Panic hits full speed. Influence too strong, the principal in their pocket. If the family fusses, the teacher can't do a thing. The man scrambles for a plan. Maybe one way out? Separate the blue-haired one from the case. Our hero hasn't touched that kid yet. Convince the parents their son wasn't involved. It's just his friends who got hurt. Find our MC and tell him not to touch the kid. The teacher needs to move fast. The man scrambles down the hall. Our MC's words keep replaying in his skull. The man rounds the corner, already too late. The teacher sees the aftermath. Our hero got to the blue-haired one before the man could intervene. The teacher freezes. The man curses. If the affair with the English teacher gets exposed on top of this, everything is over. Chapter title: It's just the beginning. Our MC stands over the blue-haired one. blood on the uniform, zero remorse. The kid on the floor used to call Bro a pathetic loser. The bullies told our guy it was because he was weak. Bro was treated that way because he had no power. Now the kid who said all that is shivering on the ground. Our hero grabs his bag. This dude walks out without looking back. Footsteps through the hallway. Our MC catches his breath, sweat dripping. One blue eye catches the light. Bro calls himself an idiot, but the math checks out. Avoiding the blue-haired one would have let adults bury the case quietly. Our guy didn't return to this timeline to live strife-free. Bro came back to tear the whole system down. A hellish first life-built iron determination. 3 hospitalized plus 1 more. The principal who wanted prestige will try to punish the perpetrator hard. Even if the teacher tried, the witnesses can't be silenced. If this school can't handle what's coming, there's no point dreaming about revenge. Bro smirks. Faculty meeting. The principal reads the room and calls the case unacceptable. The principal lays it out. Our MC sent students to the hospital and showed zero remorse, then attacked the blue-haired one on top of it. The old man demands heavy punishment. The English teacher nods. The English teacher says our hero needs expulsion. The head teacher cuts her off. The man whispers, "Stay still unless she wants their relationship exposed." They have to protect our MC. If the kid gets expelled and talks, both teachers go down. The English teacher's jaw locks. The head teacher speaks up, agrees our hero is at fault, but as homeroom teacher, the man knows the real cause. The blue-haired one's gang bullied students for years. Our MC snapped because the school didn't act. The principal asks what the man means. The head teacher argues, punishing the kid who fought back against bullies is the one thing a teacher should never do. The principal fires back. Punishment is inevitable. The two yell across the table. The old man shuts it down. The family won't let this slide. A disciplinary committee meets in 1 week. Until then, mouths stay shut. Our MC gets suspended. The principal tells Bro to come back with a guardian in a week. Our guy agrees. The head teacher catches up in the hallway. The man admits he tried his best, but since Bro touched the blue-haired one, the problem is beyond fixing. Begs the kid to hold his temper. If our MC stays quiet, the teacher might settle things. Bro's internal read, the man ignored a bullied student and threw away his position long ago. Our guy told this man to protect him precisely because the teacher will do anything for self-preservation. Our MC tells the teacher he knows the man did his best. The head teacher perks up, but Bro isn't done. Our hero asks point blank, the man knew about the bullying from the start, right? Bro sets terms until graduation, one way to keep his mouth shut. The man has to always act in our MC's interest. If not, Bro tears apart both teachers' lives. Our guy promises every word will be kept. The teacher agrees. Bro wanted to destroy the man right there, but the head teacher isn't the main goal. The man stays useful until our hero strengthens his position. Trash or not, survival instinct makes the teacher a perfect tool. Footsteps fade. Our MC walks through the school gate. After this week, the plan that built for years finally starts. The principal has no idea what's coming. Our hero steps into the city and grins. Our guy walks through an alley at peace for the first time in years. 1 week suspension, and Bro's using every second. A shabby apartment block bought with his parents' death insurance. Without that payout, Grandma would have had nothing. And when the hospital bills forced her out, the world collapsed. Our MC steps inside and calls it home. Bro calls for Grandma. Food on the table, untouched. Grandma works every day at this hour. No time for being sentimental. This dude sits at his desk. A second chance at life. Can't waste it. Needs to give Grandma and his cousin a real home. 1 week until the committee meeting. Our hero flips open a notebook. Pen hits paper. 2 years to devour the surrounding territory and tear down everyone responsible. 3 conditions have to be met. First, personal manpower. Enough strength to face the violence network head on. One person exists who can fill that gap, win him over, and future fights become winnable. Second, allies. The enemies run multiple schools. Our hero needs people with the same purpose. Bro's a freshman with a perfect plan and zero power. Taking the lead and finding those people is on him. Third, the most critical, solvable, because our MC lived through it once already. Background. A backing powerful enough that nothing stands in his way. To fix the disciplinary committee right now, background comes first. Night. A police station. A silver-haired man screams at officers demanding they understand which family he belongs to. The cops push back. Rules are rules. The man loses it when called old. Screams he's 36 and single. Oldest son of a construction empire. Our MC watches from the side, already knows exactly who this is. An officer warns the others the man is dangerous. The family recently started a successor race, so the man is trying to stay cautious. The silver-haired one gives in. Better to accept charges than let opponents use this against him. He threw the first punch and the victims ended up in the ER. The man curses. If rivals hear about this, the race is over. Every second makes it worse. 1 seat, 2 sons. The older brother has a diploma. The younger one graduated top university, married powerful, locked in a strong position 3 years ago. If the younger brother hears about this case, it's done. An officer presses, he beat people, and the case can't disappear. The cop won't let it slide. The silver-haired one insists they punch first, but there's no CCTV, just his word. The man considers blowing up the race out of frustration, then stops. Our MC walks into the station, smiling. Tells the officers he's here to testify. Bro asks who to speak with. The officer stares. Our hero holds up a tablet with REC flashing, dashcam from a parked car nearby. The officer asks how he got it. The footage proves what the silver-haired one claimed. Bystanders started the fight and kept pushing. A minor's testimony alone wouldn't work. That's why Bro came with proof. The video shows the man trying to walk away. The others kept pushing until self-defense was the only option. Our guy argues one-hit takedowns aren't crimes when provoked. The silver-haired one calls Bro handsome for those words. Proof keeps the race safe. The officer agrees to end the investigation. Once the other side is treated, they'll arrange a follow-up. The cop apologizes for losing impartiality. The man tells the officer he'll remember that face, promises the cop a peaceful life from now on. Outside, the silver-haired one throws an arm around our hero. Thanks, Bro, for saving him. The man says he never forgets a favor. A thick stack of bills lands in Bro's hands. Our MC takes the money without hesitation. The silver-haired one notes most kids would hesitate to grab that much. This one is extraordinary. Bro asks the man if he really thinks tonight was accidental. The silver-haired one asks what he means. Our hero tells the man straight, knows who he is, knows the succession race. Our MC names the oldest son of the construction empire. The silver-haired one grabs Bro by the hoodie, asks who he is. Our MC says he believes tonight wasn't accidental. And he has proof. Our MC asks what the man thinks. Bro knew the family's history from the first timeline, every detail engraved. Our guy asks for 1 hour, promises it won't cause harm, means his life, literally. Bro looks the silver-haired one in the eye, first piece of the background locked in, and the real game starts now. Our guy pulls up a laptop, tells the silver-haired one this is the original dashcam copy. Bro only showed the police the second half, enough for self-defense. The first half playing now proves tonight wasn't a coincidence. 30 minutes before the incident, 3 men gathered at a convenience store. Looked like regular customers, but 30 minutes passed and none of them moved. The moment the silver-haired one showed up, they provoked him, pushed, cursed, kept going until the man swung first. Our hero says the man must have been suspicious himself. Since the succession race started, bad things keep piling up one after another. Bro asks flat out, what if the younger brother planned all of this? Accidental or intentional, the severity changes completely. The silver-haired one admits he suspected it, but can't believe his brother would go this far. The silver-haired one asks why our MC is telling him this. Bro breaks down the construction empire, regional powerhouse, chairman raised both sons himself, secured permits, and massive funding along the way. But both sons disappeared in the process. Our guy knew the full story from the first timeline. The younger brother got involved in a school violence scandal, used every trick for the successor position, and got caught. The silver-haired one punched his brother, one hit that left the kid permanently disabled. The chairman declared both sons incompetent, refused to hand over the company. The younger one's activities became memes. That's how Bro traced his memory and found the key location. After the scandal, the chairman hired a professional manager, and the company rose to conglomerate level. Our MC's read, the oldest son isn't evil, but is incompetent with a nasty temper. The younger one is vicious, ignores morals to reach his goals. Cutting both out would be best for business. But our hero doesn't care about what's right, only how useful these two are. Right or wrong, butterfly effects, none of it matters. Revenge first, family second. This dude offers it straight. He'll help the silver-haired one take revenge and become chairman. The man laughs. A high schooler says people already help him, asks if Bro finds that strange. Our MC fires back. Those people fill the man's ears with sweet talk while a kid sees through the plot. Obvious, those people are the younger brother's informants. Bro asks for one thing, a chance to build trust. Outside a cafe, rain. The silver-haired one grabs his skull, head about to break. The man can't stop thinking. A waitress tells the man it's non-smoking. The silver-haired one snaps, "Get back inside or he'll wreck the place." The man catches himself, apologizes for being rude. Our heroes read, "The man lived carelessly as the eldest son, famous as a thug nobody should touch." Bro didn't pick him for being righteous? Didn't. Picked him because he's rotten enough to destroy his own brother for power. The perfect piece for the plan. The silver-haired one curses his brother. Should have kept things moderate. The man admits the kid wasn't wrong. Compared to the younger one, the man has nothing but help from a 17-year-old he met once, remembers his father's words, "If you lack skills, keep skilled people beside you, regardless of age. Do that, and you'll lead the company." The man curses, doesn't know anymore. The man calls out to our MC, "Explain the plan first," says he'll hear it all and decide. Cut. The younger brother gets a report. The younger brother screams at his subordinates, calls them foolish, asks what was so hard. The younger brother blames the chairman's old thinking. The younger brother calms down, still has the upper hand. Successor position comes naturally. Phone rings. Someone reports a person broke into the office. The younger brother's face drops. Back to the pitch. Our MC tells the man to face reality. Between the brothers, who fits the chairman's seat? Obviously the younger one, studied business abroad while the older one barely finished high school, married into a powerful family, restructured everything, formed an official succession line, every move prepared. Only advantage left, being the firstborn. Nobody with influence stands beside the man, just thugs. Who would support him? Our guy closes the laptop. Despite all of that, tells the man a real chance exists. The silver-haired one asks what bro means. Our hero explains. The chairman lets the older son compete because of one naive hope. The firstborn still wants the seat. Hasn't picked a successor yet. As long as that door stays open, the gap doesn't matter. Ask the man to imagine, the younger brother, superior in every way, falls to the same level. If both stood on equal ground, who would the chairman choose? Our MC answers, that's when real competition starts. The one advantage of being eldest becomes a wall the younger brother can never climb over. Our guy lays out 3 conditions for winning the succession race. First, background, already lost. While the younger brother married into a prestigious family, the silver-haired one was partying in clubs. Second, reputation, known across the region as a crazy thug, and not in a useful way. Third, ability. While the man chased girls, the younger brother earned recognition in actual administrative work. Barely had to try since his rival was doing nothing. Bro says they'll flip all 3 conditions, starting with background. Marrying into a powerful family isn't possible anymore, so they go the other way. Get the younger brother's wife to divorce him. If that one advantage disappears, the younger brother gets dragged back to the same starting line. The younger brother stands before the chairman, head bowed. The chairman's nameplate reads clear. The younger brother keeps apologizing. The old man calls him pathetic. The chairman says he called the father-in-law personally and begged, pleaded not to push for divorce. The wife will live separately, starting now, and the in-laws decide whether to forgive. The younger brother tries another apology. The chairman cuts it off. Warn the kid to keep it in his pants or the marriage burns. The chairman says the kid should have stayed single, like the older brother. The old man mutters about ending up with 2 sons like these. The chairman turns to the silver-haired one, asks why the man keeps showing up at police stations. The silver-haired one answers, that's right. The man figured the plan was simple. Dig up the younger brother's dirt and run to their father with it. Wrong. Our MC shut that down. In the first timeline, Bro heard a documentary about the chairman while in a coma. The old man knew everything his sons did, every dirty scheme the younger brother pulled. The chairman let it slide, called it one method of doing things. The chairman's criteria for a successor had nothing to do with a clean, personal life, only whether a son could grow the company. Exposing dirt wouldn't change a thing. The old man would just hand everything to a professional manager like last time. What the silver-haired one needs isn't a recap of the rival's failures. It's a new side of himself. Our hero tells the man the plan starts now. The silver-haired one faces the chairman, apologizes, promises it won't happen again. The silver-haired one takes full responsibility as the firstborn. The man promises to act on his duties and scold the younger brother himself. The chairman's tone shifts. Heard about what happened. Heard the other side, provoked first. The silver-haired one tried his hardest not to fight. The chairman says, well done, handled it with dignity. The chairman says he's proud. Door shuts. The man curses, calls it bullshit. The man swears he'll find whoever leaked the address. The man promises to rip that person apart. Then the father's words replay, well done, makes me proud. The words keep echoing. The father, who was always strict, acknowledged him, praised him, and patted his shoulders. The silver-haired one stands stunned. The man decides this needs to keep happening, and to make sure it does, night. The silver-haired one tells our MC that because of Bro, the man gained his father's acknowledgement for the first time. The man asks what to do next. The man says he'll follow every instruction. Our guy tells the man not to get excited. The younger brother is at the same starting line, only in background. For the other two conditions, Bro tells the man to start working at the company and learn management for now. The silver-haired one nearly chokes. An office worker almost refuses, then agrees. Our MC adds a few more things. Our MC reminds the man they join hands expecting something from each other. In return for Bro's help, the man owes one wish. The silver-haired one agrees, asks what he can't do for his little partner. Our hero says he'll be direct. Our hero tells the man what he wants the day of the hearing. The blue-haired one's mother screams at the head teacher, gave him money, expects results. The woman demands the teacher expel our MC or lose his job. The head teacher fires back. If he goes down, the woman goes with him. Walks out. The man exhales. The teacher tells the principal he's never let him down. The principal says he trusts the teacher. Alone, the head teacher breaks. Every option ends with losing his job. Corrupt teacher or cheater, same result. Stares at his savings, then stops. The hearing begins. To explain the events, the homeroom teacher will present the case. The head teacher stands and shouts, "This case is clear. The blue-haired one and the others bullied a classmate, and the victim was falsely accused." Calls it an outrageous act of distorted justice. The blue-haired one sits alone, asks if this is all really his fault. The head teacher spots a face. Freezes. No mistake. That's the man from the incident. That means our MC's guardian is the eldest son of the construction empire. The teacher assumed the name on the list was a coincidence, but the silver-haired one is a celebrity in the region. How did someone like that become Bro's guardian? Doesn't matter. The important thing, a path to survive, just opened. Nobody else knows who the man is. The head teacher decides to change course, shouts that this is a heinous incident where perpetrator and victim are reversed. The room goes silent. The principal asks the teacher to explain in detail. The head teacher agrees. The teacher starts by saying he received reports about a gang bullying classmates since the start of the semester. The teacher warned them, but their behavior only got worse. A few days ago, the gang was bullying a kid as usual. Our MC couldn't watch his friend get hurt. Bro stood up and told them to stop. Bro tried to do the right thing. But the gang brought friends to blackmail our hero. The teacher asked the room, "If someone tries to harm you, would you stay still?" Argues our MC, acted in self-defense. The blue-haired one's case fits the same context. The kid attempted a group assault. In those shoes, our hero had no choice but to act. Admits the defense was harsh, but if they ignore the context and only punish Bro, they become adults who ignored school violence. The head teacher finishes. The principal fires back, says they're discussing the incident that sent 4 students to the ER. The bullying claim is unconfirmed and a separate issue. Violence can't be justified. Says he's never seen such cruelty from the students. Tells the room punishment is needed at all costs. The principal promises to pinpoint the problem and punish the perpetrator. The parents listen. Says families who entrusted their kids to this school need to feel safe. The principal announces they'll hear the blue-haired one first. The principal calls the kid to testify. The blue-haired one starts, claims our MC beat his friend one-sidedly and everything the teacher said was wrong. The kid says Bro started punching for no reason. The kid offers witnesses. The kid insists he's telling the truth. The kid claims he ran to help and our MC grabbed the door as a weapon. The kid says his friend looked so miserable they couldn't stop. The kid asks why the teacher is blaming them, heard the man scolded kids before, too. The kid says our MC got annoyed about being called to the office and attacked him mercilessly. The kid asks if his fault. The kid repeats, is this really his fault? The blue-haired one's mother stands, screams at everyone to look at her child's face. The face she raised so preciously, ruined. The mother asks if this makes sense in a school, says it could happen to anyone's kid. Parents can't stand by, must punish the perpetrator. Other parents agree. The crowd calls for punishment. Outside, the gang waits. One of them figures our MC is finished. Another mentions the mother's temper. Another says the woman would turn the school upside down over her son. The rest agree. One plans to bully Bro until he begs to drop out. Another says he'll chase a settlement if our hero gets expelled. A third asks about getting money too, wants a motorbike. The last one talks about taking girls to the park after. A fist clenches. A voice cuts through, calls it utter bullshit. The voice asks if everyone is pretending not to know. The silver-haired one asks if they've considered the kid in front of them might have started this. Someone shouts back, calling a student a demon is outrageous. The silver-haired one fires back, asks what else to call the kid, says he looked into the gang, ripping people off, stealing, famous enough that nobody can claim ignorance. The man asks what's wrong with the people defending them, questions if they're getting paid, says our MC was protecting himself, and the teacher confirmed it. The man tells the room to be honest with each other. The man asks who would have stayed still when thugs bullied them back in school. The mother screams, calls her son no thug. The mother says our MC doesn't have parents. The mother demands to know who the man is. Flashback, our hero asked the silver-haired one to become his sponsor. The man asked why, said bro could just ask for money. Our MC explained he needs the man's wealth for the future, but if money was the only goal, there were simpler paths. To knock down someone who has everything, bro needs everything too. The one thing only the silver-haired one provides is power. Our hero laid it out. Plans to cause serious trouble at school? Not ordinary fights, but incidents big enough for legal problems. Every time, bro needs the man standing behind him solving everything. With the man's backing, nobody in the region touches our MC, asks the silver-haired one to play the role of guardian and deliver results. In return, promises to put the man in the chairman's seat by any means. The silver-haired one said not to worry. Whatever our hero does won't be a problem. Back at the hearing, the silver-haired one answers. The man says he is bro as sponsor and the eldest son of the construction empire. Our MC's hands won't stop shaking. The real game starts here. The silver-haired one tells the room they don't know who they're talking about, calls our MC a beloved younger brother. The man says bro isn't the type to cause trouble, but the man heard about the hearing and dropped everything to come. The man reminds everyone the school is supposed to be prestigious, planned to sponsor it through the construction empire, now reconsidering. The principal asks if the man is threatening them. The silver-haired one says he's stating facts, asks what an educator is supposed to do. The man asks why our MC, the one who fought back to save a classmate, is being punished. The man demands to know why they'll ignore years of bullying and punish the kid who defended himself once. The man asks where everyone was when bro got beaten, why the school turned a blind eye. The man asks if they ignored it because he's poor or because they took the bully's parents' money. The man threatens everyone who sided with the blue-haired one, promises none of them will step foot in the region again. This is what true justice looks like. The principal runs the math. The firstborn of the construction empire is bro's guardian. If the man sides with the blue-haired one, he loses any shot at connecting with the empire and gets thrown out of the city. But what if he cuts ties with the blue-haired one? This is his chance. If the principal lands the sponsorship, the school becomes the best in the country. For the school's future, it's not even a question. The principal speaks up, says he heard about a group bullying students since the start of the year. The principal says the blue-haired one was the ringleader. The mother tries to interrupt. The principal shuts her down. The principal says he, as stating facts laid out before them. The principal reminds the room the hearing judges based on facts. The principal calls our MC one of the best students. The principal says bro must. VE had a good reason. The principal announces they should hear our hero's side. Our guy finally gets asked. In the first timeline, nobody listened, and that silence led to death. Bro says he told teachers about the gang beating kids. The response was always the same. They'd ask if the kids weren't just playing around. The words still burn. Sometimes they'd say, be a man and handle it yourself. Other times they'd promise to look into it but never touch the root. Every light scolding gave the gang confidence. Our MC admits it, hit the blue-haired one, sent the others to the ER, but asks why he's here, just for fighting back once, says it's because the adults thought bro was powerless. Without power, even falling from the rooftop would get buried. Bro demands the gang be punished first. If not, he'll spread the word outside school until the whole region knows. The only way to shut bro's mouth is definitive punishment. The room goes quiet. The mother screams she'll never allow her son to take the blame. The mother grabs her phone to call her husband. The call connects. The woman tells him the committee is framing their son, says the teachers turned on them because our MC's sponsor is from the construction empire. The mother demands the husband come and show who he is. The husband asks, the sponsor is from the empire? The man panics, tells the wife to come back immediately, not to dare act that way toward the construction heir. The husband says to let their son take all punishment. The husband screams at her to return. The woman stands frozen. The hearing moves forward. That night, our MC lies on the floor at home. The verdict, Bro gets 100 hours volunteer work. The 4 students, including the blue-haired one, the kid can't process it. The kid asks if he's expelled. Our hero calls the kid's name. The mother slaps her son. The hit lands. The kid calls for his mother. Our MC watches. Our MC tells the blue-haired one to get on his knees and beg. The kid asks what? Bro repeats it. The blue-haired one snaps, says he's already expelled. Why should he kneel? Our MC tells the kid to ask his mother about that. Bro whispers to the woman. Bro tells her to soothe him. Who knows if he'll end it with just the expulsion? The mother turns, tells her son to kneel. The kid asks why. She screams hurry. The blue-haired one drops to his knees. The kid apologizes. The kid promises he won't do it again. Our MC says that's nice, but not enough. Our MC tells the kid to start praying. Darkness. The kid's future will be nothing but misery. Silence. The committee ended. Our hero took one step closer to the mastermind, the one who pushed Bro to his death. A message lights up the phone. The gang leader asks to meet. The gang leader's waiting outside at night, head down, hands together. Our guy walks up without a word. The kid drops to his knees immediately. Full bow, forehead on the ground. Says he's sorry for everything, admits the bullying was all his fault, begs for forgiveness. The kid offers to run errands, do whatever it takes. The kid mentions the teacher told him if our guy agrees to forgive, expulsion gets dropped. Our hero just watches. Internally, these are high schoolers. Expulsion stamps them permanently. The kid's shaking on the ground, won't lift his head, but this dude isn't here for apologies. Our MC asks the kid one question: who ordered it? The gang leader hesitates. Our MC cuts him off, already knows someone's pulling strings from above. The kid's eyes go wide. The kid confirms it. Someone told them to target our guy specifically. Our hero already figured that much. Narrates. In the future, a bullied student's suicide note cracked open the truth about an organization called Golden Circle. Golden Circle, born out of elite Gangnam schools. The founder realized school violence could be monetized, recruited bullies, connected them to wealthy parents, built a protection system, managed students got top grades. The method was eliminating whoever ranked above them. The case eventually got buried. Core members were never exposed. Our guy needs to dig this organization up to finish what he started. Our MC asks the gang leader directly, Golden Circle, does the kid know it? The kid confirms, heard of it, but adds something strange. Golden Circle operates out of Seoul. Their reach shouldn't extend to Daejeon. Our hero presses further. The kid gives up the name, a senior. Our MC recognizes it instantly. The big one who ran the entire school can't confirm a direct Golden Circle link, but the connection is obvious. Our guy grabs the gang leader by the collar, asks if the kid really thought a bow and some begging would fix this. Won't allow it. Not today. Not ever. A fist connects hard. The kid hits the ground. Our hero narrates, in the first timeline, every single one of these bullies became a successful adult. None of them ever lost sleep over what they did. This time, Bro wants the trauma carved into them permanently. Hopes they carry it for the rest of their lives. Next day, hallway gossip spreads fast. Students huddle up talking about our MC, the padlock incident, how the blue-haired one was too terrified to fight back. Everyone agrees. This guy isn't someone you mess with anymore. A voice from behind, someone approaches. A kid who used to get bullied too. The kid tries to thank our hero for standing up. Our guy shuts it down immediately, tells the kid to get lost. The kid was too scared to testify when it mattered, but wants to play grateful now. No patience for that. No. A dark room. One of the crew asks what happens now that the gang leader got expelled. Another one mutters the plan's ruined. A voice answers frustrated, yeah, it's a real problem. Revealed, the senior. The senior notes that our MC has Myungjin Construction backing him now. Nobody in Daejeon can touch the kid. The senior won't quit. High school level scheming is obvious to read. The senior sees an opportunity to profit off a high schooler with connections. The senior picks up the phone, tells the freshman leader to come to the roof. Our guy narrates, to draw Golden Circle out, academic rank is the trigger. Their targets always outperform their managed students. If our hero holds the top spot, they'll move on him eventually, probably already a thorn. The gang leader targeting him wasn't random. The real one hiding inside the school wants our MC gone to steal his rank. Our MC has suspects, but zero evidence yet. Bro needs to prepare a different way too. A shabby gym entrance, paint peeling, old signage. The banner reads about a former champion, first from the country to win a world title. Now forgotten, running a place nobody visits. Our guy walks in. Our MC tells the man at the desk, wants to learn how to fight. The old fighter looks up. Our hero narrates, another missing piece falling into place. The real work starts now. A school rooftop, footsteps on concrete. The senior spots the freshman. The senior calls him out by name. First year, used to be an errand boy. The senior notes the kid's build, bigger than expected. The senior gives the order. There's a first year who needs to disappear. The senior tells the freshman to destroy the kid so badly he never functions normally again. The gym. The director greets our guy at the door. The director spots the uniform, jumps into a pitch about PE prep and stress management, introduces himself. One-on-one training, 150,001 a month. Our hero recognizes the man behind the mustache, the first Korean to ever hold a UFC title. The director asks what brought him in. Our MC answers straight, wants to learn how to fight. Well enough to trample every bully who ever touched him. The director shuts it down. The gym doesn't teach people to fight. If that's why our guy came, answers no. The director suggests light exercise. Bullies will back off. The director tells him to focus on strengthening the body. Our hero narrates, the first Korean UFC champion, now stuck in a countryside gym. There's a reason for the fall. Prohibited substances, doping test after his third title defense caught steroids. The man admitted everything, zero excuses, career over on the spot. But that's not what our MC came for. The man's real value is his ability to teach. A top athlete credited his entire career to one coach's method. This man turned a nobody into the best in the country. Our hero mirrors the director's own logic. As an athlete, the man did everything regardless of methods. Our guy will do the same. Our MC asks what the problem is then. The director says it was a mistake made from stupidity. The director would take it back if he could. Regret hasn't stopped since. The director warns our MC, reckless choices based on short-term results trap you for life. The director refuses again. Silence. Adds, going to a gym to beat up bullies ends one way, prison. Our hero drops a number, 100,000,001. Our hero tells the man he knows about the money problems. Our hero promises to wire 100 million within a day. Even if bro quits halfway, the cash stays, no risk. Our MC narrates drug side effects, public disgrace, lifetime ban. The man predicted every consequence and still chose steroids. Our MC tells the director it's the same. Whatever fallout follows is on our guy alone. Might pick fights everywhere after learning to fight. Consequences could be worse than expected, could end up crippled or locked up for life. But came prepared for the worst. Just like the director was desperate when he chose drugs, our hero is desperate now. Our MC tells him straight, needs him. The director stares. One condition, never touch drugs. The director admits he used illegal substances, but won't let a kid follow that road, will help through teaching only. Our MC agrees. The director cuts him off, not finished. The director tells him to get in the ring, survive one round, and the offer gets accepted. Scene cuts, apartment at night. A grandmother screams seeing our MC come home beaten bloody, face bruised, uniform torn. Grandma demands to know who did this, wants to teach them a lesson. Our guy tells her it's fine. She won't hear it, grabs him, furious. The director presses ice to his knuckles back at the gym, sits on the floor, bottle beside him, mutters that he's the worst. Phone buzzes, messages on screen. The director types that the deal is off. The director wants to forget about accepting the offer. Our MCs reply, think again, dead serious. The director explains he's met all types, delinquents, kids who just wanted to stop getting beaten. Doesn't matter what the goal is, once you step into the octagon, words and willpower cease to exist. Confident kids who thought they could fight begged on their knees after a few clean shots. 3 minutes, one round, no ground fighting, survive the clock. Prove the will is real, and the director will train our MC to be the best. The director asks if our hero is ready. Bro confirms, told to put his guard up. The stance is garbage, but zero fear in the kid's eyes. Decides to test how long that lasts after one real hit. The punch connects full force, sends our MC backward. Bro thinks he blocked. Didn't matter. A second shot crashes through, headgear goes flying. Our hero slides across the floor. Our MC hits the mat hard. The director, get up. Our guy rises, blood on his face. Only 10 seconds have passed. Our MC tells the man it's not over yet. The fight picks up. Our guy weaving through punches, ducking under a combination that barely misses. Rapid-fire strikes coming at every angle. The speed and power are insane. One clean hit and bro's going unconscious. The punches stop. Our MC catches the pause, wonders why. A kick slams into the ribs instead. The impact bends our hero in half. A follow-up crashes into the side and sends him into the cage wall. The director tells him to stop. Better to quit now than take more damage. Our guy spits blood. It's still. 3 minutes isn't over yet. The timer keeps running. Punches land again. Our MC takes them standing. Our MC narrates. Stamina draining too fast at this rate. Bro needs to find momentum, even a fraction. Our hero shifts stance. Our hero moves first, charges in. The director flinches. Didn't expect the kid to attack. A wild swing connects, barely grazes. The counter comes back twice as hard. Our MC crashes to the mat. The director calls it over. The director asks if even 1 minute passed. The director notes the kid lasted a while, figures the old wounds kept the adrenaline going, then corrects himself. The wounds were an excuse. The real reason he set up this test was to give himself a way to return the 100 million, tried to tell himself the kid failed, tried to fool himself again, but can't sell his self-esteem to someone who couldn't even survive this. The director tells our MC to stay down, don't leave. A hand slaps the mat. Our guy pushes up, tells the man it isn't over yet. Our hero stands up, blood dripping everywhere. Our hero says to continue. The director stares, shocked. Our hero puts his guard back up. The director reads the kid's eyes. The malice in them isn't a front. The director decides to crush this before the kid crosses a line. Consideration ends here. The director warns our MC, from this point forward, holding back is over. A barrage of punches, rapid, clean, brutal. The hits stop again. Our guy recognizes the pattern. Same feint as before. Our MC calls it out. Won't fall for the same trick twice. A different angle this time. The strike catches bro where he wasn't guarding. Our MC screams and drops, face down on the mat. The director announces, minute and a half left. If our guy doesn't get up in 15 seconds, the fight's done. Our hero tries. Our hero tells his own body to move. Legs won't respond. Arms buckle under the weight. The director watches, landed a clean shot. The director tells the kid that pain is conquerable, but the smart move is to give up and go home. Our MC screams at himself internally, get up, get the fuck up. Our MC calls himself a moron. Waited 10 years in a coma for this moment, prayed every single day for one more chance, begged for a door to turn back time, prayed for a second chance and can't handle one hit. If history repeats itself, it's on him. Darkness. The voice inside rips through, get up. Our hero rises. Doesn't care if the fall kills him later, until every last one of those bastards pays, he can't go down. The director watches. That last punch drops professional fighters. Even pros struggle to recover from it. The director asks himself, what is this kid? Stares at our MC's face. The director asks what kind of life this kid has been living. If someone this desperate gets strong enough to fight, the kid's life could spiral into destruction. The director understands the desperation but can't let our MC live a life full of regrets. The director decides to end it himself, right here. The director charges in. The hit connects. Our guy buckles. Another follows immediately. Our hero's voice. Endure it. Endure it. Broken nose. Doesn't matter. Teeth knocked out. Doesn't matter. The timer reads 5 seconds. Endure it no matter what. A punch lands clean. The clock hits 2 seconds. Our MC still standing. Barely. Blood everywhere. The director gasping for air. The director throws one last kick. The kick catches our hero in the ribs. Bro's legs give out. Our guy hits the mat. The timer reads 0. The buzzer sounds, both of them in the ring, our MC flat on the ground. The director curses under his breath. The director grabs his bag. The director tells our hero the kid's got endurance. Hospitals are closed this late. Come back tomorrow and don't tell anyone about this. The director calls out one more time. The director tells our MC to follow him. The director gives the bank account number. The gym director at home. A broker from a fighting group offered generous pay if the man used drugs one more time and fought for fun. The 100 million deposit sits in his account. Without it, the man would have taken the offer. Tells himself to pretend that call never happened. Dinner. Our guy tells grandma the bruises are from a minor school disagreement. Our MC brings up the savings account, 50,000 won a month for a decade. Bro tells her to apply for an apartment from Myungjin Construction. Grandma pushes back, can't afford it even if they win. Our MC breaks it down, loans, sell the villa. Our hero can even sell the lot ownership. Grandma asks when her grandson became a real estate expert. Our hero narrates, the silver-haired one will put grandma on the winner's list. The silver-haired one can't hand her money directly, or she'll question the source. This way, no suspicion. Our MC tells her to apply. Next day, rooftop. The senior tells the freshman he did well. The target must be furious. The freshman is confused. The senior says he heard from the first years. Asks if the freshman handled the target immediately. Our hero notes the target looks beaten badly. Our MC says he likes the freshman. The senior declares him his little brother from now on. The freshman doesn't get it, but sees a chance. Pledges loyalty on the spot. The senior shrugs it off. Our MC shows up, notices the freshman's face is busted too, wonders who beat the kid outside school. Our guy narrates, the senior saw our MC's gym bruises and assumed the freshman did it. Judges the freshman as weak based on the beaten face. The senior threatens our MC, promises to trample him. The senior tells the freshman to relay a message to every first year. Anyone who talks to or befriends our hero dies by the senior's hands. The gym, stamina first. Gasping after a few punches makes learning anything pointless. Tells our MC to endure with tenacity. Running, drills, conditioning. 2 hours, no breaks. The director won't teach anything else until our hero can handle the full session. Bro grits his teeth. Will endure it. Narrates, beating a senior who's trained for years means this is the bare minimum. The senior is only the start. Golden Circle has stronger members, and every one of them has to fall. The director watches. 2 hours, and the kid's still going. The director notes this is hellish training that pushes past every limit. The director senses real potential. After getting banned, the director found ways to train fighters without cheating. The director wants his students to succeed where he couldn't. The director tells our MC the real program starts now. Keep up, and the potential will be unmatched. 1 week later, our hero at his desk, face bruised. A classmate approaches, says the treatment is unfair. The kid, light hair, earrings, dark hoodie, same year. The kid admits our guy seems different lately, which made approaching hard. Refuses to isolate our MC like everyone else. Bro blinks. What isolation? The light-haired kid is stunned he didn't notice. The kid tells him the freshman has been threatening the entire class. Our MC cuts him off. Don't. Our MC tells the kid to not play friend. Our MC can handle his own problems. The kid pushes back, says our MC doesn't grasp how bad things are. Our hero walks off. Bell rang. The kid calls after him. Won't leave our MC alone. The kid tells him to wait after class. Our guy narrates, can't predict how much pain the Golden Circle fight still holds. Getting the kid involved ends badly. Every relationship outside family has to go. Class ends. The kid doesn't show. Our MC overhears students. The freshmen drag the kid off somewhere. Others debate telling teachers, but fear payback. Our hero stands, then moves. The freshman and his crew corner the light-haired kid, warned everyone to stay away from our MC. The freshman asked if the kid didn't hear or just lost the ability to feel fear. The kid fires back. Nobody gave the freshman the right to decide that. Our MC is his friend. The kid tells the freshman to stop talking and bring it on. The freshman's face twists. Can't believe the mouth on this kid. A kick slams into the kid's side. The kid buckles, but one of the freshman's own boys got clipped too. The freshman screams at his bystanders and calls them idiots. He orders the group to beat the kid. The light-haired kid takes the first few hits, laughing. A fist catches his jaw, and he drops. The freshman closes in. Another hit lands. The kid thinks about it. Our MC left specifically to prevent this, but the kid walked into it anyway. He can't pretend not to see a friend being isolated. Our hero is just a little more extreme than before. The kid takes another shot, tells himself our MC is the same person he's always been. Always a friend. He vows to never give up on bro, no matter what comes. The freshman snaps and kicks the kid hard. He notices the kid blocked with his shin. Taekwondo training. Another hit connects. The freshman mocks him. Kids who learn a bit of martial arts always think they're tough. The freshman tells the kid to act in moderation and threatens to kill him. He announces the kid is paired with our MC from today. The freshman promises to turn both their school lives into hell. He keeps hitting between words. Every morning, every break, every lunch, every evening, the freshman will call for them. The kid should be ready. A voice cuts through. What's going on here? The freshman turns. Our hero standing behind him. Our MC walks in. Bro narrates. The freshman was already on the list. Bigger, heavier, outweighs our guy completely. Head on without a plan is suicide. The move is to provoke a one-on-one. Our MC mocks the freshman out loud, calls him a fatso who relies on weight, says it's funny watching a kid who can't fight without backup. The freshman's face goes red, tries to respond. Our MC cuts deeper, asks if the freshman only bullied the kid because his crew held the target down. The freshman tells our guy to know his place and threatens to cripple him. The freshman snaps, yells at his crew to stand back, says he'll handle this alone. Bro narrates, predictable. The guy charges without thinking. The freshman leads his group on size alone. Big movements, sloppy, slow. Our MC dodges the swing and counters clean. The freshman hits the ground. The freshman charges for a takedown screaming. Our hero reads it. The guy trusts his weight to eat hits, but the director taught Bro exactly how to handle this. A counter drops the freshman hard. The freshman tries to get up, threatening to kill our MC. Bro narrates, almost there. One clean hit to the jaw, then another. Our hero keeps going, carving this deep enough that the freshman never stands back up. The crowd watches. Someone says, Bro's lost it. Others think he's going to kill the guy. The freshman finally breaks and begs our MC to stop. He's sorry, admits he was wrong. Our guy asks him to repeat what he said earlier about beating our MC. Bro asks if the freshman is really sure he could take him. Tells the freshman to say it again, in front of everyone here. Silence. The freshman cracks, apologizes again, says he didn't want to do it. The freshman blames the senior. The order came from above. The rumors about beating our MC were lies. The freshman begs our hero to believe him. He was just following orders. The senior is the real problem. Our MC calls him a retard and gives the final warning. Never touch the light-haired kid again. If our guy catches the freshman pulling anything like this, one last hit lands, our MC walks away. Bro turns back, tells the freshman he'll follow him to the end of the earth, find him, and kill him. Our guy tells the light-haired kid to stay away. It's not safe anymore. The kid doesn't budge. Says our MC ran to save him without a second thought. Strangers don't do that. The kid calls it what it is. They're already friends. Our hero tries to shut it down, but the kid keeps going. The kid admits he picked that fight with the bald freshman on purpose. Wanted to prove he'd stand beside our MC no matter what came next. Our guy goes still for a moment, then drops it cold. The friendly version the kid once knew is gone. The goal from here forward, tear apart every bullying bastard in this school, top to bottom. Our MC warns the kid that this path leads nowhere good and everyone standing close gets dragged into the mess. The kid still won't leave. Our hero turns his back, thanks the kid for everything they shared, and walks out without once looking back. Alone again, our MC runs the numbers. Golden Circle moves tens of millions through kids harassing other kids for profit. The broker behind it kept operating even after graduation. One target left before the structure crumbles entirely. The silver-haired senior sitting at the very top. Our guy decides right there, no more build-up, going straight at him. A door slams open hard enough to crack the frame. Our hero walks directly into the senior's space. Our hero calls him a motherfucking bastard right to his face. Zero hesitation. The senior barely processes it before this dude is already inside striking range. The senior swings first, at full force toward the jaw. Our guy reads it clean. The senior works out, but there's no real combat training behind those arms. Every movement telegraphed, obvious, predictable. Compared to what the director threw during sparring, this is slow motion. Our hero slips the punch easily and drives a counter straight into the senior's jaw. The senior staggers backward. Our MC leans in and tells him exactly who's standing here. The one being hunted, right in front of him. Our guy grabs a chair off the floor, swings it full force into the senior's body. The senior screams, calls him completely insane. Our hero doesn't care. Can't afford to give up the advantage now. Our MC keeps swinging without pause. Another hit lands clean across the ribs. The senior tries charging from the front in desperation. Our MC reads the angle and throws a feint. The senior bites on it completely, leaves himself wide open. This dude almost laughs at the difference. Compared to Duchel, this is nothing. Knew from the start a fair fight wasn't possible. The point was never winning clean. It's about making a statement. Our hero loads everything into one shot. Our MC connects flush. The senior drops. The senior hits the ground face first and doesn't get up. Our guy stands over him, breathing hard. The senior curls on the floor. Another hit lands while the senior's down. Blood on the floor. The senior asks what our MC actually wants from all this. Our hero tells him straight, wants to take this all the way. One of them dies, or it never stops. Real fear crosses the senior's face for the first time since they met. Teachers burst through the door. Two of them grab our guy from behind. They drag him toward the exit, but our MC fights every step. Our MC screams the whole way out. Won't stop until the senior is dead. Will swing chairs at every opportunity that exists. The senior's crew rushes in once the teachers haul our guy away. One of them freezes, staring at the senior's back. The injury is visible and bad. Panic spreads across every face in the room. 30 minutes later, the PA system crackles. Both students called to the principal's office. Two men in the hallway where our guy left the senior bleeding, asking each other how this happened here. One of them runs through it fast. Last incident was barely handled, and the kid's back at it. Shutting the bald freshman up is easy. The real issue is the principal wants this school prestigious. A chair attack doesn't fit, except the principal says the opposite, let it slide. The teacher can't follow. The principal explains, a well-connected man from a construction empire climbed the family succession fast, set himself up as the school's sponsor, covering costs now, promising to triple it once he takes over the company. Sponsorship isn't charity. People pay when they want a return. What the sponsor wants, whatever trouble our MC causes, bury it completely. The principal tells the teacher it's standard. Look the other way for certain kids. Except this time, the teacher gets paid. Performance bonuses, privileges, top priority, all his. Plus reserved apartment slots from the construction company's upcoming lottery. Prices climbing, 2 apartments, 1 for the teacher, 1 for his wife. The teacher signs on the spot. 1 job from here on, handle everything related to our guy. The principal locks it in. The teacher loses it, bowing, swearing to execute every order perfectly. The principal tells him to call him Hyung Nim going forward. The teacher explodes with loyalty, pledging everything he has. The principal's companion tells the teacher to relax and focus on our MC. Kid graduates clean. The school rides construction money for years. The teacher thanks them with everything he's got. Then the door slams open. Someone shouts, "Our MC was attacked." The principal grabs the messenger and demands to know which bastard touched the kid. Cut to the disciplinary room. The senior across the table, breathing hard. Protests. Our hero walked in first and beat him. Why should the school protect that kid? Protect. The teacher fires back. A 3rd year with martial arts training attacked a sophomore. The teacher asks if the senior truly thinks he's right. The senior yells, says, "This is unfair." Almost died, and witnesses can back it up. The teacher doesn't flinch. Every case has witnesses. Whose word holds weight is what matters. The teacher asks the senior to imagine any stranger choosing between a model student and a branded bully. The senior snaps, screams. The teacher roars right back. The teacher threatens extra charges if the denials keep coming. One final question, will the senior admit wrongdoing? The senior looks at the adults and it clicks. They're the same breed of crooked. Going after our MC means fighting a whole machine built to protect him. The senior admits fault through his teeth. Internally curses the teacher for siding with our hero. Alone later, the senior spirals. Graduation is close. Can't let this wreck everything. Only option left, reach outside for help. Scene shifts. A dark-haired man in a car reviewing documents. Construction company appeared. Bullies expelled. Principal and teachers fully lined up behind our guy. The broker's stomach drops. Golden Circle holds him responsible for failures. The broker decides to step in personally, the assigned broker for this school's territory. The broker walks into the principal's office as the senior's uncle, asks about unfair treatment. The principal reads him instantly, the type who avoids all risk. Press hard enough and the man folds. The broker pushes. 4 students rush to ambulances, expelled, while our MC walked away barely punished, accuses the school of favoritism. The broker warns he won't let it go. The principal laughs. The principal says the only laws here are the ones this town made. Already settled things with police. No investigation. Tells the broker to do whatever he wants. The broker insists he follows through on every word. The principal nods, says he understands, then tells the broker that kind of threat doesn't move anyone here. The broker tries the police station. The officer calls it self-defense. The senior started it. The officer asks if they should ruin a kid's future over defending himself. Says punishing our MC means jailing the senior first. The broker explodes, threatens to put it online, blow everything public. The broker reminds them how fast things spread. The officer leans back. This is Dizon, not Seoul. Publish it, fades in days. The broker stands frozen. Can't process what kind of town this is. His associate explains, police chief and the principal are old friends. Small town where everyone knows everyone. Problems handled behind closed doors. The broker finally gets it. The principal was untouchable because the local network runs as one connected cartel. The broker narrates, the local cartel turned out to be a real problem. If the system ran on money and influence alone, there would have been a way to crack it. But local loyalty and territorial pride run too deep, and that changes everything. Outsiders get no say in how this town handles its business. The broker mutters, countryside commissions are supposed to be easy, but nobody actually wants a local cartel fight. The broker slams the table in frustration. The broker swears Golden Circle's perfect streak won't break on his watch. Every ounce of their reputation was built on never failing a single job. Even if he botches it, Golden Circle sends a replacement. But then everything the broker built crumbles. They don't let failures live in peace. The broker tells himself to calm down and think through it properly. The senior calls, screaming, asks what happened to the backup. The broker tells him he doesn't understand. The broker snaps at the senior, asks if he thinks Golden Circle is a joke. The senior stutters. The broker calls him a dimwit. tells him to read the situation. The broker asks who told the senior to destroy our MC. The order was to tank his grades, nothing more. Use juniors, act yourself, whatever it means, just drop the grades. Teachers can't cover everything. The senior fumes, the broker promised backup, and now cuts him loose. The broker warns, fail or quit, and Golden Circle collects from both our MC and the senior. Resolve it at all costs. The senior can't see a way out. Our guy appears, reminds the senior what he told him. Watch your back. Students gossip about it. The senior got wrecked. Our MC didn't take a single hit. Everyone remembers the warning, calling our hero a psycho. Back to the confrontation. Our MC repeats it to the senior's face. The senior rages, but this dude asks if the commission is worth more than his life. The senior freezes. Our guy reveals he knows the broker visited the principal. Our hero tells the senior to think very carefully about what comes next. Our MC drops it. The construction company sponsor is in our MC's corner. Had no plan to let this end quietly. Bro promises court, a full record of every crime stretched out long and painful. When the senior gets out, construction company people will be waiting. They'll use every method to make sure the senior can never live normally again. Only option? Leave Daesan entirely. But our hero asks, does the senior really think that would end the pursuit? The senior screams. Our MC answers calmly. Wants one thing only, to annihilate every bastard who messes with him. The senior goes pale. Our guy gives the choice. Attend school normally from now on, keep being treated like a human in this town, then grit your teeth and endure. The same way every kid the senior beat had to. Our MC doesn't wait for an answer. Our MC hits the senior. Another blow connects hard. The senior, alone afterward, tells himself the kid is nothing, could smash his face any time. But the real problem is the people behind our guy. Leave our MC alone and Golden Circle comes collecting. They'll destroy everything. Quitting the contract ends the same way, trapped on both sides. The senior screams, shouldn't have taken the money. The senior decides the only move is dropping our MC's grades. Even a small dip buys time. Prays the worst case never comes. Our hero narrates, the threat works for now, but it's temporary. Everything shifts after midterms. The moment overwhelming grades hit, the balance shatters. The senior desperate to survive, Golden Circle needing to complete the job, the contractor growing frantic. When all that pressure collects and detonates, our MC gets exactly what he's been building toward. Method doesn't matter. Principal, construction, underhanded, or clean. Results speak for themselves. Nobody at this school would dare touch him now. The wall built from malice gave our guy a sense of security he hadn't felt before. At the gym, the director drives him harder. More punches, zero breaks. The director explains, it's about will. Push past physical limits and defeat becomes impossible. A punch thrown regardless of circumstances means the fighter can think even at his worst. Our hero connects clean. The director yells to keep going. Bro throws a devastating shot. Bro follows through with everything. The hit lands so hard, even the director flinches. Session over. The director calls it good work, internally admits the kid has born talent. Sharp attacks even the director can't replicate. Our MC heads out quiet. The director thinks, if this weren't a paid deal, he'd have told the kid to go pro. Already planning tomorrow's session, our guy walks home alone. A voice calls out. The kid says he's scheduled for a consultation. It's the light-haired kid, the one our MC pushed away. Back again. Flashback, a few days ago. The light-haired kid trying to understand what happened to our guy, what turned the kid who laughed about living healthy into this ruthless version of himself. Our MC told him to tear apart every bullying bastard, even if it takes his entire life. The kid stood frozen. The kid couldn't recognize his closest friend anymore, asking himself what comes next. Someone runs up screaming. Our MC and the senior fought, felt completely unreal. But the kid already knew. Our hero never changed, students calling our guy a psycho. The kid mutters, mess with our MC's people and problems follow. The kid catches himself before saying it out loud. The kid stands alone processing it, internally tells our MC he's a terrible person, but giving up now isn't an option. Present day, the kid walks into the gym. Our hero freezes. The director mentions a new member. Our MC begs the director not to take him in, offers to cover the fee himself. The director reads it. A friend will actually keep our guy out of trouble. The director tells our MC that accepting members is the director's decision, invites the kid in, sends our hero home. Alone with the kid, the director asks if the kid wants to help our MC. Yes. The director asks if the kid knows about the promise to destroy every bully. The kid's aware. The director curses. Hasn't done a consultation in ages, already dizzy from it. The director asks if the kid thinks this gym is a hideout for school violence. The kid understands. A gym is for training. The kid shows his wounds, got them defending our hero from bullies. The kid tells the director the violence at this school isn't as simple as adults assume. If our MC hadn't stepped in, the kid would have ended up crippled on a bathroom floor. Our guy is risking his life to protect him. The kid refuses to look away. Asks the director not to send him elsewhere. The director admits there's a reason our MC came here. Mutters he's dug his own grave. The kid puts all his savings on the table, willing to work part-time for the rest. The director asks what made a kid this young, this desperate. The kid answers, staying by our MC's side regardless. The director curses again. The director asks himself, when kids live through hell, is it right to tell them not to fight back? The director takes the kid in, but warns he's out the second he can't keep up. The kid shouts, yes. The director tells himself it's courage he's giving. The kid walks out smiling. Our MC waits outside. Says the director agreed, but our hero didn't. Tells the kid to prove himself. Prove he can fall to the lowest level and climb back on pure stubbornness. Prove he can hold this friendship through everything. Our MC warns, what's coming could end in death or prison. The kid says he knows. 2 is better than 1. Our MC calls him a crazy bastard. Our MC warns, from now on, don't consider our hero a friend. Internally, narrates, must. Crush the midterms to cut the kid's ties completely. The kid suddenly moves. The kid lands a kick. Reminds our guy he's a former athlete. Our hero tells the kid to do it properly. The fight starts. Our MC reads the kid. Wouldn't stand up if he wasn't confident. This kid already broke the bald freshman one-on-one. The kick wasn't luck. Active Taekwondo competitor for years. Swept regional gold medals as a specialist. But a biased decision stole a national result. Quit Taekwondo after that. The determination from those years never faded. Our MC takes the kid down hard. The director teaches about kick catches and attacking grounded opponents. Our hero hits clean. Our hero tells the kid to say he lost. Both bleeding, still standing. Our MC screams at the kid to give up. The kid screams back, can't. Can never give up on our hero. Our guy swings again. Our hero demands the kid beg him to stop. Bro keeps going. The kid laughs through blood, face wrecked, grinning, laughing harder. Our MC calls him a psycho. Sits next to the kid, asks why. Already proven enough loyalty. The kid starts talking, teased every day, beaten for nothing. Couldn't tell his grandparents who raised him after his parents walked away. Then our MC appeared. One moment that meant nothing to our hero, but the kid never forgot his face. Why go this far? It's his life, and he wants to do what he wants. Quitting Taekwondo, staying by our MC's side, all his choices, 0 regrets. Our guy asks himself, why won't this kid stop? The gym door opens. The director tells both of them he's willing to bet his life and put them on the UFL stage. The director narrates, both kids are talented. Can't understand why they get bullied. The light-haired kid is a natural striker, powerful kicks, instinctive distance control. Our MC was born with mental talent, reads openings, exploits every gap. The kid could go pro, our guy could aim for the top. The director offers our hero a deal, abilities too exceptional to waste. Drop out, cut the chains of school, focus on sports. Still has contacts in the fighting world. The director promises to take our MC to the top. Our guy asks why the director cares this much. Says the talent stood out from day one. Our MC turns it down. 0 interest in fighting. Hurts so much he wants to quit every session, but his purpose feels like death if unfulfilled. The director tells him to think carefully. If our MC sees things differently, they can split, but warns, don't get in the way. The director asks if our guy won't regret this. Our MC says no. The director stops pushing but sets conditions. First, daily sparring. Fall behind and he's dropped. Second, only handle fights the kid can win. Impossible odds mean leave immediately. The kid hesitates on that one. The director lets it slide. Third condition, the construction company sends a monthly living cost. Don't ask, just take it. And study. When the time comes to escape this hell, live as if none of it happened. Our MC thinks this arrangement changes the light-haired kid's future too. At home, little brother glued to the screen, esports team about to hit finals, the kid can barely sit still. Our MC heads to cook. In his previous life, that team made the championship. The brother never mentioned wanting to watch, never asked for a computer either. A sweet kid who never complained about a thing. Our hero thinks about the people who matter. Grandmother, brother, The light-haired kid swears they won't suffer because of his actions. Our MC promises to tear down everything in his path. The brother asks for extra sausages. Sure. Walking home. Phone buzzes. Message from the director. Won't bring up going pro again, but if our MC changes his mind, the door stays open. Weeks pass. Midterms arrive. Exam rules announced. Cheating means 0. Honest ability only. Our MC checks his sheet. If grades don't come through, the plan dies before it starts. Could have exposed Golden Circle with evidence, but our hero wants to destroy them completely. Exposure just reveals they exist. Real players cut tails and vanish. To root them out, our MC must become an immovable wall on their path. Agitate until they can't stand him. Grades are the missing puzzle piece, as important as power and backing. This exam is the true start of revenge. Teachers discuss a drama about a character who regressed in ace school, debating if it's realistic. Character crammed 3 years after returning. They call it impossible. But the drama gave the character tenacious habits and extraordinary intelligence. Someone curses. The senior, meanwhile, studied hard for this one, put in real effort, gave everything, but our MC remembers every answer, every single one. It only hit him then. Our guy never left high school. Even in a coma, his mind stayed in these halls, studied relentlessly while being bullied, regretted every wasted moment as a vegetable. Those memories stayed branded in his brain. Our MC tells himself to never forget. The revenge shaped who he is. After exams, students comparing answers. Our MC nails everyone. A classmate notices our hero isn't grading himself. A first-year girl approaches. Our MC ignores her. She confessed in his previous life, rejected her back then. A friend offers to grade for him, 100 in language arts, 100 in Korean history. The friend goes quiet. The friend asks, did our MC get 100 in everything? Perfect scores, every subject. Next day, our hero walks up to the teacher the principal bought, top-ranked student in the entire school. The teacher offers to help with anything. Our MC says one word, teach. The teacher asks what? Our guy asks if the teacher knows about Golden Circle. The teacher freezes. Our hero says he'll explain what it is. The teacher needs to understand it himself. Word spreads fast. Someone asks if it's true. The kid who wasn't even top 10 got first rank in the entire school. Exam was designed to be brutally hard. Nobody expected this. Parents call asking about preferential treatment. The principal shuts it down. A fair exam is a fair exam. The caller asks what academy our MC attends. The principal says none. The principal tells the caller to have their kid focus in class. Another call about academics. The principal is fed up. Top-ranking students from other schools making noise about discrimination. Nobody was supposed to get full marks. The principal already sees it. Our MC entering the top university, making the school nationally famous. The teacher agrees enthusiastically. Construction backing plus perfect grades. The opportunity is here. But our MC keeps causing trouble. If the top-ranked student is a problem child, prestige collapses. The principal tells the teacher to take care of our guy. The teacher promises. The principal calls our MC the most valuable student this school has ever produced. The principal rewards the teacher, merit pay plus a bonus on the spot. The principal promises to lead the teacher as a permanent partner through graduation. The teacher pledges everything. Internally, our MC is a gold-class rope, worth more than anyone. Door opens. The teacher greets our hero warmly. First place, anything he needs. Our MC asks if the teacher knows about Golden Circle. The teacher stares blank. Our guy says he'll explain. Our MC lays out what Golden Circle is. Our MC tells the teacher, if anything happens to bro, the teacher goes down too. The teacher asks what to do. Our hero says no action needed, only one thing, stand by. Whatever happens, the adult's ignorance, treating everything as if nothing occurred. That's enough. Our hero tells the teacher to prepare mentally. The word whatever carries weight. When the broker appears, gives the senior a final warning. Fail again and a limb gets cut. The senior understands. Last chance. The senior curses our MC's name. Chapter title, The Beginning of Hell. The senior's crew suggests direct violence, break a limb after school, but doing it outside gives the construction company a reason to step in. Only option, act inside school grounds. Need to make our MC feel unsafe. The bald freshman's gang tried that and got expelled. A new face speaks up, the monster sophomore, hierarchy's number one. The monster sophomore suggests not messing with our guy in small doses. Wreak havoc all at once instead. The principal can punish 1 or 2 students hard. But 30? The principal would never cross that line. It would destroy his dream. The senior grins. Days later at lunch, our MC feels the vibe shift. Our MC calls it out loud. Our hero reads the play instantly. It's starting. A student approaches aggressively, calls our guy a bastard. The student shoves him and demands an apology. The student asks if our MC is going to apologize for bumping him. The student keeps pressing every insult available. Our guy confirms it. So this is the plan. Bro doesn't wait, lands a clean hit. Our MC follows up immediately. The kid drops. Another one screams. The kid can't believe it. Our MC says one word, "Hey." Our hero drops the second one too. Our MC tells the beaten kid to relay a message to the leader. Stop thinking with that stupid head. Bring it all at once. The seniors weren't ready for our MC to strike first. They scrambled to regroup. A large man walks up, asks if our hero is the one. The large man warns that fighting here means trouble for both sides. The large man suggests moving to the recycling site. Teachers never go there. Our MC follows. Our hero narrates, spent years as a vegetable reviewing every detail. The fantasy version was clean. Reality proved messier. In imagination, everything went perfectly. In reality, no guarantees at all. This moment determines the future. Our MC asks if this is all the leader gathered. The seniors crew mocks him, tells our guy to act in moderation. The crew accuses our MC of crossing the line first. Our hero cuts through the noise, knows exactly why they're here. Points up. Our hero asks if they'll be embarrassed fighting one person with a crowd. Our MC challenges them, come out one by one. Our MC asks the monster sophomore if he's scared. The crew calls our MC insane. Fine, one by one. The second-ranked sophomore steps forward. The sophomore swings hard. Our MC puts him down clean. Bro tells them there won't be a next one. Our guy runs the math on his own reputation. Every win so far came from weapons or ambushes. The crowd doesn't see a fighter, they see a dirty player who can't take anyone head on. That label dies today, or the entire strategy at Chianil High falls apart. Our MC asks the crowd if they're scared, lays it out internally. This school becomes his territory, an impenetrable fortress built on a victory nobody can question. The second-ranked sophomore steps forward, the one they call Demon Senior. The Demon Senior declares this ends the moment he gets involved. Our hero meets him in the center. One exchange is all it takes. A single clean shot drops the Demon Senior flat on the concrete. The crowd catches something mid-swing. Our MC was shielding his own arm during the punch. Every angle calculated before the fist left his side. A nearby sophomore charges, screaming. Our guy reads the approach before the first step finishes. Our MC counters flush into the jaw. The sophomore crumbles, howling. The crowd can't process it. The Demon Senior dropped in one shot. The whispers spread fast. The rest break and scatter. Our hero chases every single one. Nobody leaves this site without getting hit. Cuts to earlier. The light-haired kid wanted in on this fight from the start. Our MC shut it down. Only handle what you can manage. Don't step into fights that aren't yours. The kid tracked him down anyway. The kid asked if they should settle their old problems together, just the two of them against whoever's left. Another flashback. The kid begged to come along. Our hero told him this path isn't simple, but if the kid truly wants to prove something, there's one job: show our MC that he's not fighting alone. The kid asks how. Our guy tells him straight, go after the bald freshman who started all of this. The kid didn't hesitate, found the target, and told him to get ready. The kid promised to beat him half dead and force a school transfer before this is over. Back at the recycling site, the monster sophomore takes a clean hit and stumbles. The monster sophomore asks our MC if he's got a death wish. The remaining crowd rushes in together. Bro absorbs the wave and keeps swinging. Nobody coming at him leaves standing. The monster sophomore screams and charges full speed. Our hero sidesteps the rush and drives a counter straight through. The kick connects before the charge even finishes. The monster sophomore freezes. Our MC keeps tearing through everyone in reach, and then the light-haired kid jumps in, swinging beside him. Our guy grins. Clever bastard showed up at the perfect moment. The monster sophomore watches from behind, realizes this was deliberate from the start. Already 4 people down, the sophomore thinks about his own future. Joining Golden Circle after graduation means nothing if he couldn't handle one sophomore when it mattered. The kid steps forward and tells everyone to stop. The sophomore declares he'll face our MC himself right now. Says there's no grudge, but a whole grade getting dismantled by one kid is ridiculous. This dude calls them the ridiculous ones. Fists connect simultaneously. Our hero laughs through the pain. Another exchange lands from both sides. The monster sophomore throws everything he's got. Our guy doesn't block, doesn't dodge, trades blow for blow. The weight difference between them means absolutely nothing. The monster sophomore keeps asking himself, until when? Until when does this kid keep standing? The question tears through his skull louder each time. A devastating shot catches the monster sophomore across the jaw. The scream rips out of him. The body drops hard. Our hero grabs him on the way down. Our hero loads one final punch and drives it home. Our MC stands over the wreckage, gasping for air. Our MC tells everybody on the ground to deliver one message: bring the senior here. None of them move. The report hits the senior's crew instantly. The monster sophomore destroyed completely. One of them asks how many went down total. 9 people, 3 freshmen, and 6 sophomores. The senior says, that's enough. Proceed with the plan immediately. Figures no school can bury 9 students beaten in a single brawl, no matter how corrupt the staff is. Someone sprints into the teacher's office. Massive fight outside. The report lands. A first year is demolishing second year seniors. Someone calls Daesan police about Cheonil High. The officer on duty is our MC's ally from before, shuts the whole thing down as self-defense. Our hero wasn't planning to end this in one day. Tells himself, let's see how long the senior holds out. The principal's phone rings, picks up and confirms his name. The voice on the other end, the superintendent. The teacher gathers the staff, asks if anyone's heard of the Golden Circle. Blank faces, explains, a business that weaponizes school violence for profit. Executives pick targets, local bullies do the work, ties it to the expelled crew. They were Golden Circle from the start. Teachers can't process it. Students extorting students for cash. The teacher warns every teacher in the room. They might already be connected without knowing, and their careers die the moment it goes public. The teacher says, bottom line, they're all in the same boat. List names, 4 expelled students, the monster sophomore, the senior, dozens of Cheonil High kids tied to the operation. The teacher asks the room what happens if this surfaces. The answer hits hard. The entire school gets destroyed. The teacher says he called this meeting for one reason: do nothing. Stay on the sidelines. They know nothing. No interventions, no heroics. One teacher objects. Can't stand by while violence happens. Get shut down. If Golden Circle targets you, you carry the consequences alone. Nothing is happening at Cheonil High. The police officer handling the district kills every incoming call. Prank reports, nothing more. The officer threatens charges and lets them off with one warning. The senior snaps. Trash teachers, trash police, not a single adult willing to act. The senior realizes they're staying blind on purpose to avoid getting dragged in. The frustration boils over. If this is how adults operate, then fuck the consequences. The senior swears to destroy our MC personally. His phone buzzes. The senior freezes. Seen at a loan shark office, the construction chairman walks in. The owner recognizes him instantly. The owner asks what business a man like that has here. The chairman offers apartment slots from his latest project. The owner can barely believe it. Sees the opportunity, associating with the construction company, opens Daesan wide, asks what's needed in return. One contract with one name, the senior's father. That establishes the relationship. The senior's father explodes, demands to know what his son did. The father tells him not to touch our MC or everything falls apart. Loan sharks already came to the house. The senior can't speak. The senior curses quietly, realizes our MC set the whole thing up. The phone rings again. The construction chairman calls the senior directly. A red label goes on the house. The exact thing his father fought to prevent. The senior asks what it matters. Family's already drowning in debt. The chairman explains that debt transfers to the senior personally. His life is finished. One exit, let our MC beat him without anyone noticing he's taking it. Calls it cowardly. The chairman laughs. Winning is the only thing that counts. The chairman warns him. These aren't empty words. The senior walks onto campus the next day. The crowd spots him. Whispers spread instantly. Smirks and tells our hero to bring it. Internally swears to protect our MC's face at all costs. The senior throws the first punch. Our MC screams right back. The senior connects again, but this dude doesn't dodge. This dude absorbs the hit standing still. Our MC drives a kick into the senior's ribs. Our hero tells him he already knows about the phone call. Another shot connects. Our MC asks what the chairman told him. Does the senior have to lose on purpose? Bro keeps hitting without pause. Our hero asks why he even showed up if he ran from the last fight. 2 options, kneel or fight for real. A devastating shot drops the senior forward. The senior explodes, screaming he'll kill our MC and wreck his own life doing it. Bro expected exactly this. With spectators watching, a hot-blooded teenager couldn't hold rationale. Snapped in front of the crowd. Our hero had already studied the senior's amateur fight clips with the director, found specific weaknesses in every pattern. The senior charges, first weakness, drops facial guard when angry. Our MC reads and counters clean. The senior eats the hit and keeps coming. Our guy already sees the left counterattack loading, intercepts before it launches. The senior stumbles. Second weakness, takes one massive stride when going for the finish, pours everything into a single shot, creates the perfect opening. Our hero times the counter to the stride and connects flush. The senior crashes hard. Crowd goes silent. Our MC sits on the concrete, laughing. Our MC grabs the senior's arm and twists. The senior begs him to stop. The scream rips through the yard. A perfect victory. Our hero tells the crowd to step aside, proved himself beyond any question to every student watching. The principal wraps a call with the superintendent, thanks him, promises a visit soon. The principal hangs up laughing. The principal tells himself to look forward to what's coming. Our guy walks away from the wreckage. The light-haired kid catches up, asks if he's all right. The kid says the wind looked brutal, but too many eyes watched. Breaking the senior's arms went too far. Our hero tells the kid not to worry. The real concern is what happens when somebody classifies it as a problem. The kid doesn't follow. Our MC explains what he learned fighting the expelled crew. The world doesn't side with the weak. The senior groans on the ground, cursing our hero for going too far. Can't play bystander anymore. The senior begs the teacher for a hospital. The teacher weighs it. His future depends on our MC graduating clean. The teacher gives the senior the cover story. Arms broke falling downstairs while playing with friends. The teacher warns that anyone who mentions our MC's name gets every past incident exposed. The senior screams, asks how a teacher can do this. The teacher fires back, buried the senior's cases the same way before. Nobody questioned his qualifications then. The teacher tells him not to take the threat lightly. The teacher reminds the senior he always follows through. Our MC wakes up groggy. A voice tells him to continue what he was doing. The broker drops to his knees, begging the Golden Circle boss for another chance. The boss shuts it down. Their job is satisfying clients through natural school violence. Cross the line and the client's identity gets exposed. Discretion and success. That's what defines Golden Circle. Beats the broker for not understanding. The broker hits the floor. The boss evaluates our MC, desperate kid, but just a big fish in a small pond. The man introduces himself as the sole area manager for the entire operation. 1 week later, the senior stares at a phone message. The senior can't figure out how our MC knew the discharge date. Message says he's coming to settle things. The senior panics. Our hero still wants something. The senior decides to deal with it later. Someone in a car discusses the broker, questions whether a termination text is enough punishment. The senior heads home cursing everyone. The senior plans to sleep on it. The senior steps inside. The senior freezes. The house is destroyed. The senior screams. His father sits in the wreckage crying, told him not to mess with our MC. The father explodes. The senior ruined everything. The father asks if the food in the fridge appeared from nothing. The father managed on his own until the senior wrecked it all. The voice says it's completely over. The senior's brain shuts down, stammering no, over and over. The senior stumbles through the trashed apartment. Phone buzzes on the floor. The phone keeps ringing. The senior picks up sobbing, admits Golden Circle was a mistake, says he'd reveal the client if he could. The senior swears the broker just sent a termination text and vanished. Doesn't know anything. The senior begs for forgiveness. The senior offers to be an errand boy. Our hero asks why he should forgive. Our MC repeats it. Why? Warned the senior not to touch his people. The senior moved his crew anyway. Our MC calls him foolish. Wouldn't have walked into the fire if he had any brains. Our MC believes the senior doesn't know the client. Golden Circle wouldn't share that with a low-level mercenary. Our MC offers one last chance. Endure 1 month. Show sincerity. The senior asks what he's enduring. Our MC says experience it firsthand. The answer won't take long. Next day, whispers flood the hallway. Got destroyed by a freshman, still showed up. Former admirers mock him openly. The senior seethes, calls them bats. Every single one. The senior realizes this is what our MC meant. The senior tells himself 1 month of trash talk and it's over. The senior plans to take control again afterward. A former outcast stares him dead in the eyes. Can't believe it. The lowest kid in school is looking down at him now. A friend says to walk away. Only a month. The senior commits to staying quiet, grabbing the diploma, starting fresh. Then someone blocks his path. Before the senior reacts, a drink gets poured over his head. Nearly snaps. The kid says he knows our MC personally. The kid says our hero gave permission for this. The kid asks the senior what he thinks. Flashback. Our MC drops the bomb on the entire class. The senior destroyed his school life on purpose, and now punishment is here. 1 month, every student gets to treat the senior however they want. Spit in his face, crack the back of his skull. The senior won't swing back. Completely up to them. But if nobody acts, the senior walks to graduation untouched. Our hero tells the room to remember one thing. Nobody in this world is going to act in your place. One kid already knows exactly what he'll do. The senior grabbed him 3 years ago and never let go. A daily punching bag forced to smile while eating fists. This kid sat through every beating praying the senior would feel guilty once. The kid already knew the senior would forget his face the day school ended, so the kid decided to act himself. Our MC's promise held, the senior stays completely still. And a fist connects clean. The same hit the senior used to throw, reversed right back at him. The kid asks how getting hit by an outcast feels, grins wide and says he could do this all day. The crowd watches in disbelief. The senior really isn't fighting back. Another hit rocks the senior's head sideways. The kid grabs him by the collar and reminds him what every single day used to look like. The kid tells the senior to enjoy it. And this was only the first person in line. Next day, the senior walks the hallway and catches a shoulder check so hard it knocks him into the wall. A student laughs behind him. The senior curses them internally, cowards hiding behind a freshman's permission. A foot catches his ankle, face slams the floor, kicks rain down while the senior is still on the ground. They copy the senior's own moves against him, every victim remembered perfectly. The senior rounds a corner and footsteps close in, fast. A whole group this time, fake awards, mock congratulations for surviving another day. The senior is burning. These cowards stayed silent when he ran the school. Our MC gave them the green light, and suddenly everyone's brave. The rage nearly breaks through. The senior pictures himself snapping every neck in the hallway, catches himself before the fist moves, can't afford to break the deal. The senior sits alone after school, face wrecked. 1 month. Hold on, and our MC releases him. Our hero digs through what the senior said about the client. The broker sent one text and vanished. Dead end on that trail. Our MC writes down what he knows. Client's grades match his. Real money behind the commission. Enough to narrow candidates, but not enough to lock one down. Golden circle will surface again. No point forcing it right now. A scream echoes through the building. A teacher walks past without stopping. Students pounding the senior in broad daylight, and teachers pretending the hallway is empty. Our MC watches from the stairs, everything moving exactly the right direction. The senior drops again and nobody helps him up. A message pops on the senior's phone. The senior's face drains white reading it. Golden circle, a brand new commission already. The senior can't believe they're back this fast. The senior punches the wall and asks himself if any of this is worth it. The answer hits fast. Anything beats another month of getting stomped by freshmen. The senior stares at the store across the street. Hood up, mask on, all or nothing tonight. The senior walks into a convenience store. The worker barely opens his mouth. A fist answers before the question leaves. The senior tears through the store like a wild animal. The worker scrambles, thinking it's a robbery. Another hit puts the worker flat on the ground. A customer in the back catches a glimpse of the face. Impossible to mistake that jaw. Witnesses confirm it. The cast under the hoodie gave him away instantly. One brings up calling police. Another shuts it down fast. The kid backing the senior destroys anyone who talks. They all agree tonight never happened. The store goes dead quiet. The senior tracks down his old errand boys the next day, walks straight in and calls them exactly what they are. One asks why the senior showed up. The senior admits our MC got his weakness locked down. The senior tells them our hero stops in 1 month if the senior shows these boys hell first. Asks if they feel like puppets yet. The senior asks if they understand what that means for them. A fist answers before anyone can speak. The senior drops every single one of them, begs them to go to hell in his place. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and drop a like. Next part is coming soon. And trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next. The senior, who once ruled the school by fear, just took a month of open season, and now he's raining fists on his own crew, telling them to rot in hell for him. Every beating he ate this month, the senior pins on these guys. One of them loses it, branding the senior a lunatic as another hit lands. The crew can't work out what they did to earn this. A cold glare cuts them off. The senior wonders what they're even gawking at. One threw a swing and the senior didn't rock, so the bully sneers about whether the kid still gets it. A hand drags the kid in close. If they'd done the job right the first time, none of this would be happening, and a fist cracks the jaw to seal the point. One crew member fires back about whether the senior forgot who he is. Another brutal hit drops that kid flat. Looming over the wreckage, the bully looks half feral now. Every last one of them gets told to drop dead. Then one of the crew buries a knife in the senior. The blade pulls back bloody, his name spat out like a curse. The blonde one reckons he should have eased off way sooner. Another cracks. They got dragged down with him too, so why's he taking it out on them? The last just mutters the guy's gone clean off the rails. Then it clicks for one of them. This whole mess was our MC's design from the jump. Mutual destruction. They're all finished anyway, so our hero simply set them loose to shred each other. Next day at school, word races that the senior caught a knife. Turns out one of his own crew did it. The wolves ate each other. Kids argue over whether juveniles even pick up a record for this. Nobody can explain why the crew turned on itself. But one detail stands out. They wanted to land in juvenile detention as fast as humanly possible. Up on a rooftop, our guy fields a call. The blue-haired rich kid's whole family packed up and vanished from the city. They jumped provinces. The kid restarting at a normal school next year. Money smooths everything. The voice on the line offers to finish the rich kid off right now. Our hero waves it off. Leave the kid be. Our MC would rather hand him time first. Let him build a fresh life, then rip it down so the fall hurts more. Once the crew walks out of detention, our guy wants them shipped straight to prison. Not one free day in society. The caller admits he never wants to land on our hero's bad side, then changes the subject, which is when we catch the heir, the construction empire's golden boy, a month deep at the bottom of a site, whining about how long this lasts. The heir swears he's not the type to climb one patient step at a time. Our guy cuts in and tells him to just hold on. The message is short, it kicks off soon, and days later, a real estate boom erupts nationwide. Construction firms smash records across every channel. At one site, a foreman barks at a worker to move faster. Tempers flare, someone screaming to haul the load up. The worker strains against the cable. The line snaps clean. A heavy beam tears loose and starts to drop. Someone screams at him to look up. Too late. The beam slams down on him. The worker staggers, barely upright, both hands clamped to his head. The crew panics, scrambling for an ambulance. The foreman freezes them cold, ordering every phone down. The chief would rather report upstairs first, ranting about delays and who eats the cost. The hurt worker reaches a hospital 2 hours later, and not the one 10 minutes off, but the company's own an hour out. The worker's son gets the call far too late. The firm blames the father's carelessness, refuses a one, and tells the son to swallow the loss. Construction stocks keep climbing while the son breaks down over his dad. That day brands itself into the son's memory for good. Back in the present, the heir signs off a job, dead on his feet, dreaming of sleep. The workers beside him daydream out loud about booze and women instead. A frustrated curse slips out. The heir wonders when this grind ever ends. Then the heir reins it in, choosing to trust our MC, a kid who never moves without a plan. Backfloods how our hero dismantled his own bullies, a brother begging with the family's future at stake. One steadying breath, and the heir just decides to believe. Then a sound rips through. The air spins fast. The ground caved in somewhere on the site. Workers scatter in panic. Nobody's sure what just hit. The heir reaches the collapse. A casting accident. Whatever that even means, since he clearly has no clue. Someone asks if anyone's trapped. At least 6 are buried down there. A worker's first instinct is to phone headquarters and lock the site down. That same worker wants the whole thing kept quiet, and the heir can't believe that's the priority right now. Frozen in place, the heir grasps how far ahead our MC must have seen this coming. Our guy's one rule echoes back. If an accident hits, use the family name to fix it. Workers first, profit last. The order goes out to call a rescue team, but the crew protests it'll expose everything. They whine about who eats the loss if the build stalls. The heir shuts it down, demanding to know if they think people's lives are worthless. Every rescuer in the city gets pulled in to dig the workers out, and the heir shoulders the blame himself. The heir paces the collapse, asking when the experts finally show. An order hits the aid, call them, and floor it. Then the wreck shifts again, everyone screaming to back off. The heir grabs the aid, demanding why it happened. The rebar came out clean, not a trace of concrete on it. Someone pulled the supports before it cured, so the floor caved. The heir doesn't blink. Nothing's worth more than a life. The man manages a confused pardon. People come first, the heir says, so call for help again. A grin slips out, like chaos. This big play's better loud. Ambulances roll in, most hurt, only lightly, one serious. But the aid's got a problem. It already blew up online. More stories keep dropping and nobody can bury it now. The heir flips it around, asking what they should do. The aide wanted a plan, but the only plan was save people. Then the phone lights up. The chairman, his own father. The heir dodges it, the aide begging him to pick up. The call drops. The father hung up. A beat later, the heir makes his move, barking at someone to hurry. The heir walks off mid-sentence, the aide scrambling after. A rival voice cuts in, asking if the heir's lost his mind. To the younger brother, the eldest slip-up is a golden shot, and he demands why it got handled without reporting up. The papers scream about cut-rate work collapsing. One exec snaps, lives matter sure, but what about the losses? Who answers if the units never sell? The whole city got stirred up, reporters swarming fast. Then the real question, how does the heir plan to fix this? The heir knows his father's a craftsman, proud of every build. No backing down now. The heir resolves to push the bold play. So the heir drops the bomb, tear it down and start over, and the old man freezes. The father fires back that the money's the bank's, interest stacking daily. Demolition, more interest, all for one block. Is it worth it? The heir owns it. The loss is brutal, but trust matters more. Builders' reputations have sunk badly lately, he adds. Patching it quietly saves cash, but word's out, and nobody buys. The heir holds the line. The real worry was never money. It's the broken trust underneath it all. Own the mistake, apologize, rebuild it right, and trust comes back. An exec scoffs that he's a naive idealist, and then the father cuts in. The eldest son, the old man says, finally came to his senses. This same accident hit our guy's past life too, and back then the chairman went public with it. What burned him most was a failure as basic as casting, a mistake unworthy of the family name. A house is where people live, safety first. The father calls his name, and the heir stammers back. Good job, says the old man, who once thought his son drifted but now sees himself in him. The firm's a business, but a family trade that puts homes first. One day the heir carries the whole legacy. A few days later, at a hospital, a wife hears her husband may lose both legs. The wife panics about the kids, and her husband tells her to hold on. Doubt wins out. Firms don't even admit accidents, let alone pay. Then the reps show up asking for her by name. They bow deep and apologize on the company's behalf. Meanwhile, the heir drives, told to just keep doing what he's doing. The heir won't fail his father, so our guy walks him through it. First, the tenants. Eased loan interest, lower prices, an open rebuild settles them fast. The harder groups the injured workers, our MC says, treat them so well they're proud they worked the site. The reps own it fully, the company's fault, and they'll make it real. Surgery as a work injury, plus a hefty payout, and the wife can't believe it. The husband lands a headquarters role honoring his years. The wife tears up, barely able to speak. The family just keeps thanking them. The heir visits the worker, lights a smoke, and tells him to speak freely. Then a strange one. The heir asks what construction even is, and the worker fumbles that it's just putting up buildings. The heir used to think it was all money, until this changed him. A lot of people hang their lives on it, homes bought with a life savings. An admission slips out. The heir took his post too lightly, just wanting easy. That's when it turned. Because of one brat, the heir chases the seat he'd written off. By now, the heir mirrors his father, and the worker sees he really changed. Then a nurse stops his smoking in the ward, and the heir mutters a quick sorry. The heir snaps, they wreck the mood. People don't change that easy. A week later, a twist even our MC never saw. A man on camera calls himself the worker's son. The son of a laborer left permanently disabled in a site accident in Incheon. The worker's son sits before a camera, the kid of a laborer left disabled in a site accident. Asked what happened to his father, the son agrees to tell it. That day, the load came off a crane, and a bit more care could have stopped it. But the worst part was the company's response right after. People were hurt, yet the site manager blocked the ambulance call to report upstairs first. His dad reached a hospital 2 hours late. Not the nearest either, but a company hospital an hour out. For insurance perks his father never saw a cent of. The reason was simple: bury the accident and finish the build without a hitch. In the end, it's all about money, with workers treated as expendable. That's why the son found the nerve to go on camera, so no family ends up like his. The host thanks him, and the son adds one thing. He works a site too, where a recent accident went completely differently. Meanwhile, the heir runs the rebuild and the crew greets him like a hero at dawn. The accident flipped how they see him. Everyone loves him now, and he can't see why. One worker pushes his wife's homemade onion juice on him, swearing it's out of this world. The heir's just tired and starving. The heir wonders why being director means showing up at dawn every day. Stuck in an awkward spot, the heir settles for instant ramen. One bite in, the heir admits ramen on a site really does hit different. Then word comes that the heir's got a guest. A broadcaster's here to film, head office already cleared it, and the worker dumps the job on him. Turns out it's not even an interview with him. The heir's baffled why him at all. The heir's half sure he did something wrong. That night, at the chairman's mansion, the TV breaks down the reconstruction call. An accident that shouldn't have happened, and no easy decision for any builder. Projects run on bank loans, so a rebuild stacks interest and losses sky high. Then the broadcast names the man behind it, the chairman's eldest son. The wife says she expected no apology at all, but the chairman's son came to them first and meant it. The wife's relieved he works somewhere that values people, and the old man watches his wine. Word is the heir's response right after the accident was something else. On screen, an interviewer brings up how he reportedly shouted that lives come before any loss. Asked why he pushed for a full rebuild, the heir credits his father's teachings. The father always said it was never just money, but a family trade for life. The heir argues against wallowing in the loss over one mistake, and the chairman's eyes go soft. Then the phone starts ringing, someone praising how well he raised his son. The chairman admits the kid caused so much trouble he once doubted he was his, but now sees himself in him. Another caller dangles a blind date with a family of judges who'd flatly refused before. Inquiries pour in from across the country now, the chairman offering to point them elsewhere. One more clipped agreement, and the call ends. The chairman tells the aide to stop fielding the matchmakers entirely. Then the chairman asks how things look, and construction orders are flooding in. Huge contracts from every direction, each one bigger than the last, capped by a call from the city itself. The aide lays it out. The city wants to sign the stalled 5,000 home project fast, the jackpot the chairman chased for years. Then it lands on the heir. Wait, him? From now he's executive director, the whole room ready to back him. Is he dreaming? The same execs who once sneered now bow with congratulations. Anything he needs, they say. Even the two who used to side with his rival. Told to join the city project too, the heir can only stammer a yes. So the heir bows back, pledging to work together, and the room falls in line behind him. Cut to a classroom. Students chatting about something funny online. One of them laughs it off. A phone lights up with a message. Our guy reads it, and none of this went how he planned. The 5,000 home deal wasn't supposed to land yet. The son's interview set off a chain nobody saw coming. In the old plan, the heir would climb slowly, opening our MC's way in, but the chairman just handed it over. The promotion helps the long game, but it blew past every prediction. So our hero sits to recalculate it all. Not one failure is allowed. Then a familiar car rolls up to our guy's school. Our MC frowns. What's the heir doing here, with no heads up? Inside, an old educator greets him warm, asking if he's been well. The old man gushes over the bold move and the new title, already in the know like a sly old fox. The visitor says the real reason he came is to thank the heir for looking after our guy. The educator plays it modest. Just his job, he says, but figures feelings should be made clear. It's all give and take, he says, already eyeing a gift to hand over. The heir just blinks. An educator leans in, all smiles. He likes our guy's type, since serving the rich is just plain sense in a brutal world. Grinning, he owns the rumor that he bribed our hero after the senior went down so publicly. But who cares? This dude keeps winning at school, hands full of gifts. It blows over in a few years, sweeter still, and a nervous colleague nods like his life depends on it. Word is, our guy haunts the miracle gym, and the educator's done his homework. The educator's put in a good word, bring friends, party free, and grab the vitamin box on the way out. Our guy blinks, then it clicks. The box is packed with cash. The point lands. The kid he's fawning over is backed by the heir to an empire that owns the city. No wonder the man's sure his groveling pays off. Then comes the heir's thank you, and our MC just nods. A flat yes throws the heir. Gratitude, obviously, for how the accident got handled. With this, he fully acknowledges our guy. Downing the rival brother was easy, just dirt digging. But this time, hit different. Bro read the chairman's nature and called the payoff dead on. The heir's executive director now thanks to him the chairman's seat next. No clue what future our hero's drawing, but it needs real power, so each plays their part. Our guy just agrees, privately filing the heir away as a bland kid. Anything he needs, the heir says, just ask. The heir means it. Anything, anytime, no limits. So our MC asks, dead flat, how much money the heir can spend on him. Closing time. Next day, a teacher rolls out great news. A scholarship, the construction firm footing the bill. 10 million won, no cap on winners, only for sharp kids with a future, and the class goes feral. First pick, their classmate, our guy. Cue applause. Kids grumble it's a circus when his backer could just wire the cash, but he does top the school. Second pick is a kid from another class, and the room double takes. Nobody buys it. Our hero's number one, fine, but that kid's a nobody now. The kid threw some taekwondo once, nothing since, so what's he got? The second pick, the lone kid who stood by our guy in an old case, just got paid for that loyalty. One kid even floats that our MC might be the firm's secret heir. Our guy clocks the school's loudmouth and waves him over. The kid spirals. What possessed him to run his mouth about this dude? Terrified, the loudmouth stammers the name like a bedtime prayer. Our hero just tells him to lift his head. A hand lands on his shoulder and the kid braces for the so-called crazy psycho of the school. But bro only wants his head up. Our guy pegs him as the blabbermouth, and the kid can't deny it. No need to shrink. Our MC actually likes that he talks to everyone. And if he's really wired into the whole school, our hero's got a favor. The loudmouth swears anything, half wondering if he'll leave alive. The scholarship was rigged, our guy admits. He and the second pick are proof. But with no cap, the math says anyone could grab one. So the loudmouth's job is to spread exactly that. How unfair these scholarships are, just with a pinch of salt. Next day, a strange rumor detonates. Word says the firm built it to look after whoever treats our guy right. That's why the second pick, the kid who backed him in an old case, got chosen. No limit means treat this dude well, and there's plenty to go around. Rumor has our hero set on wiping the old gang's leftovers from the school, and he's taking anyone who wants in. Some scoff it's pure manhwa, but that second pick really did pocket 10 million. Doubters doubt, yet nobody lets it go. Our guy's building a roster. One kid wonders if doing well could land him a scholarship too. Our MC waves the loudmouth back, hinting the next tip's just for him. The rumor hardens. Bro's out to make the school his kingdom. Off that power, he'll level the nearby schools, and the strong and loyal get paid well. The scholarship's no pocket change. It dwarfs what the senior ever paid his goons. One fighter figures he'll try his luck first, and here he comes. The fighter stops our guy, asking for a moment, told to follow, the big guy's thrown. The fighter opens with an apology, but our MC cuts to the chase. The fighter heard the plan to wipe the other schools and wants in. Frankly, he just needs money, pitching himself as a strong dog who never disappoints. Our guy already knows this guy propped up the senior scheme and asks him straight. The fighter won't lie. He planned it. Intrigued, Bro takes him, but only if he clears one test. A while later, students trickle in confused, summoned by the fighter. Seniors crash it too, sneering that with the senior gone, they set the rules now. They come for the fighter, then freeze at his face. The fighter lays it down once. From today, he follows our guy, and so will all of them. A senior gags on the name, snarling about a death wish, so the fighter calls for anyone who refuses to raise a hand. Whoever does gets dropped on the spot. The message is simple. Our guy wants dogs that obey, hitting and barking on command, no questions. So the fighter gets to work, and the answer's already swinging. A few hours back, the fighter's hunched over his phone, groaning. Battered to hell, he keeps cursing the pain. Then his screen pings. 5 million won, and our guy calls a beating a fair price. Now that the fighter's his dog, the scholarship lands tomorrow, and any line crosser gets tossed his way. But the second the dog bites back, our MC promises to tear him to pieces. The fighter's torn, quick cash, sure, but getting treated like a mutt stings worse than the bruises. Then again, 5 million? Where else does a guy like him ever pull that? Beats getting chewed up by the golden circle, so he stops overthinking and rides the wave. A senior eats the first hit. The fighter rounds on the seniors, asking if they really thought he bent because he couldn't fight. The fighter only swallowed it for the senior who's gone now. Without that monster, they're nothing. Anyone who disagrees can speak up. The silence says they're all on the same page. From today, the fighter serves our guy like a god, and they'll follow every order too. Whatever our hero says goes, cross him in school, and the fighter handles it. Step out of line and every bone gets snapped, one by one. And the scholarship rumor's real, so back their new god properly. The rewards pour out as they earn it. The next day, the school's stunned. Has the fighter lost it, worshiping our guy like a cult after one beating? No way money flows just for taking orders, they figure. What's the fuss? Then a notice goes up. 2 names landed the construction scholarship, the fighter and a cyber bully kid. So the rumors were real after all? How's our guy even tied to the empire? And what did that cyber bully ever do to earn it? The kid just shrugs that he did what our guy asked and got paid, then tells everyone to behave. Cross our hero and you end up like the senior? How's anyone supposed to show up to class now? Our guy strolls in, the crowd parts, the second pick at his side. Nobody in the school dares move against him, which means it's time for the next level. In a car, a golden circle broker rips into a man, our guys flip the whole school, and it's gone dead silent before him. All because this man couldn't do his job, and a quick apology only twists the knife. The broker's sick of it, his kid's struggling while results never land. Keep failing and the whole circle looks weak, but the man swears it's handled this time. It ends before November. Instead of an answer sheet, our guy writes a dropout letter. One last shot. The man's a Golden Circle Pro, the outfit that hires bullies to bury top students. Dead sure it's no big task. Who'd have guessed he'd get used somewhere like this? A school admin notes they don't take transfers this time of year, but the superintendent personally requested him. How does he know the superintendent? A friend of his father's, which the admin finds awfully strange. A forced illegal transfer makes the admin wonder if the kid's a Golden Circle mercenary. The hitman just grins. Still, The admin won't let him run wild in the city. This is the most prestigious school around, the admin warns him. Break the rules here, and no connection saves him, father's friend or not. The hitman nods along, only asking which class is his. In front of the room, the hitman introduces himself, fresh from the capital, and adds a hope they all get along. Then a face clicks, a local kid he knows. Small world, they met 6 months back. Half a year ago, this hitman joined the Golden Circle and worked every connection. The hitman had buddied up with kids everywhere, betting they'd come in handy. The hitman asked the local who runs the place, didn't the kid once brag it was him? Of course, the local puffs up. His school, nothing special, but watch out for one guy. The local name drops our hero, hands off, good with his fists, well-backed, not the boss, but careful. The hitman writes the kid off as all talk, though a local connection could still help. Whatever, good to see him again. Now what to do? It's not one fight. 6 months in the city to crush a single first year. A fat premium came with the job, so why refuse? He just picks fights and makes the school a nightmare. No wonder he's confident. In their world, S means untouchable, A means the top sliver of a percent, B means the best in the nation. And this guy, a first year, ranked B in the Golden Circle test with ease. The hitman figures his superintendent ties cover the school's loyalty, though he can't openly stir trouble. First, he hunts a chance to crush our hero, then turns the older years against him till they can't stand the sight. Does he even need 6 months? Better to wrap it fast, so the local walks him through the other classes. Last stop, Class 1. Homeroom's the teacher our guy owns, and our MC sits right there. Of course, he just had to be there. So it's you, the hitman thinks, demanding to know what our guy's even doing. The hitman sneers about the look on our guy's face, playing it up for the whole room. Our hero flatly calls it too obvious. He never even glanced over. The hitman pushes harder, painting our guy as the one itching for a fight. But our MC just asks if he's really sure he can handle what he just pulled. Then it kicks off. A fist lands clean. A body hits the floor. Battered and panicking, the local scrambles to our guy, blurting apologies. The local swears he brought no trouble, throwing the hitman straight under the bus. Another grovels at our hero's desk, begging for one pass, while our MC sits unbothered. And the hitman just stares, lost on what the hell is even happening. The local was riding high to see his old friend transfer in, 6 months since they met, and he meant to treat the guy right. But the second the transfer sneered at our guy, one cold thought hit the local. Done for, terrified, the local scrambles to our hero, begging for one pass. Rewind a week, after the fighter swore loyalty, the school flipped completely. A new top dog had risen. Anyone caught bad-mouthing our guy got singled out and beaten, no defiance allowed. And the students? They welcomed it. Under the seniors' reign, daily bullying was routine. Now the picked on get told to relax and study. Crowned a scholarship kid, the fighter became a guard dog, dropping judgment on every bully who preyed on the weak. The new rule was simple: no bullying, no violence. School violence just vanished. The peaceful reign of a benevolent king crossed the guy who built it, and the ending writes itself. Back to now, the transfer can't fathom the local turning on him. The hitman scoffs that the kid lost his mind over a little friendliness, and the local flatly denies they were ever friends. Acting close once, the hitman snarls, and this is the thanks, a knife in the back. A transfer should keep his mouth shut. The local fires back, furious he'd lash out at our guy. The local demands who he even thinks he is, then swings. Looks like the kid forgot who he's dealing with. The transfer roars that he's nobody and decks the local. The hitman crushed a whole wrestling club alone and got scouted into the Golden Circle at 17. A B-rank hitman. 3 clean punches fold the local. A knockout that fast for all that yapping. Our hero watches, asking dryly if the guy's having fun. The whole scene just amuses him. The hitman snaps that the kid's lost it. Screw the plan. He'll beat him half to death and sort it later. Then the bell rings. The hitman backs off with a warning to be ready next time, and our MC just shrugs it. Next break, the hitman's hunting the local, who already bolted to the clinic. Something's off. Everyone keeps sneaking glances at him, or is he overthinking it? Group activity, 4s, and somehow he's the odd man out. Nobody wants him, not even the group a member short takes him, no matter what. Frozen out cold, the hitman can't believe these people. Come lunch, the hitman singles out a kid in glasses, a total nerd, perfect for making an example of the whole class. When the nerd won't come, the hitman heads over himself, and a voice asks who the transfer student is. A big frame fills the doorway. The enforcer pegs him as the lunatic who picked a fight with our guy. The hitman scoffs. Are they all stoned? It's his first day. Actually, it does add up. This is the school, the enforcer says, where nobody lays a finger on our guy. Guess the plan needs changing. Mocking the kid as our guy's lapdog, the hitman lunges. A hit lands. This whole thing's a mess, the hitman growls. Another enforcer eats a fist, more pour in, and the hitman tears through them. The hitman can't grasp why these guys keep charging him. A fist cocks back. An enforcer drops screaming. The hitman taunts that they barely grazed him. So one more comes their way. Another clean hit, down goes the next. One more pig finished, he figures. When they call to swarm him at once, the hitman just welcomes it. Fists fly from every side. The hitman roars through the pile, cursing every last one of them. Screw all of them. The hitman sneers that these losers actually dare to gang up on him. Another swing connects, and another body crumples. Asked if he's the last one standing, the hitman dares the lot to come together. Sick of it, the hitman swears he'll drop them all at once. The hitman stands amid the wreckage, daring more. Still not over. The hitman jabs that they're awfully loyal, like dogs to a first year. An enforcer fires back, asking if he really thinks it's about loyalty. A week ago, the fighter got a text from the heir. What's the heir to him? Just someone who'd do anything for our guy. But downing the Golden Circle's own assassin? That wouldn't pay 100 or two. Even a failed attempt earns him scraps. This guy's a worse monster than the senior ever was. They might not win, even all together. But Tucktail, and what would our hero think? The old gang's collapse taught them plenty. Between sparring fees and the scholarship, a fortune had stacked up in days. So how could the fighter pass that up? The crowd bays for blood. The chant rolls on, pounce even if he tramples you, then tear him apart. The hitman mutters about these hopeless pieces of trash. The fighter and 10 upperclassmen jumped him, yet every last one went down. Whew. From day one, the hitman's been sick of this whole circus. Winning fights that look unwinnable isn't easy, and if their numbers swell, it turns dangerous. Even with the broker's help, isolating our guy at this rate is near impossible. The kid turned the school into a fortress. There's only one way out. Take the bull by the horns. Snap the fighter's arm now, and he'd owe the broker an explanation. Then a chill stops him cold. Our guy steps up, those eyes freezing the hitman, who can only bristle at the look. Back to the standoff. The transfer's in our guy's face, rattled by the look. The transfer spits curses, demanding to know what our hero said. 10 minutes earlier, the homeroom teacher had just heard the transfer was planted to bury our guy. Shipping in a student to crush one kid, the teacher figures, total scum. The teacher had asked our guy how to handle it and got told to use his own discretion. No order to act or hold back, but it reads like a green light, and the teacher smells a shot to prove his worth. So the teacher barges in roaring for the transfer. A hand clamps the hitman's face. The hitman yelps, it hurts, begging him to let go. The two scuffle across the room. The hitman gripes about the beating, sneering it's no way for a teacher to act, and the teacher fires it right back. Slapping students gets a kid expelled fast. He warns. The transfer doesn't grasp his spot. Day one, and he hospitalized the local, then stirred a ruckus in another class. So why's the teacher hitting him? He just throws the question back, mocking. The kid wrecks everything, yet dares threaten a teacher? The teacher jeers at him to go whine to that superintendent pal of his father's, while the hitman reels he'd dare, despite the backing. The teacher scoffs the kid couldn't sink him, far from the first he's handled. Yap all he wants, nobody's buying it. Not one teacher here will testify a hand was laid on him, the rest chuckling along. Proof of the slap simply doesn't exist. The teacher pins the bruises on the locals' hit, then the fighters, and chalks the rest up to some second year. The transfer brawled all over on day one. These Chanil mad dogs jumped him. He gripes, mauled like a stray in the faculty room. The hitman calls the broker. Everyone here acts drugged, and he can't hold solo. Serious, the broker agrees. Flopping a countryside job wrecks his standing. The broker can't fail after taking it, and he's rolling into Seoul now. Lie low, the broker says. He'll handle it. The broker bows to a superintendent, begging a favor. They used his name, but the school won't fold. Press the administration harder, he pleads, and the old man chuckles about tactless people. This is the Seoul education chief, an oily smile behind the wine. The Golden Circle runs a web of favors called the Golden Line. Climb on and you join a network propping each other up. The chief cashed in big there, flipping insider land for a tenfold jackpot through the broker, so the chief rings the decent superintendent out of nowhere. Just ugly rumors about that school, he says. Teachers cozy with a company, favoring one kid. For clean education, would he look into these pests? The Dason chief bristles. Why is a Seoul man meddling here? Comrades in education, the chief purrs, so he can surely flag it. Textbook overreach, the decent man snaps. This could blow up into a real mess. The chief presses that he knows every malpractice in Daesan. But the name Golden Circle stops him cold. The decent man knew all along. Sure, he can stomach a dirty fight. This one won't go down alone. Seoul brands the province's failures, but men like him were just born here, no backers. Strip the post, and nothing's left. Both should mind their limits. Whoever bites first, it's the same ruin. A standoff. The broker tells the hitman to lie low and tune out the staff. And if he's expelled, won't happen, the broker swears. And even then, he'll replant him in Seoul. The hitman's wedged between a rock and a hard place. The hitman's ties to the broker and the cushy life all ride on this disaster of a job. Grinding our guy down means tanking his grades, but those bodyguards are a wall. Still, success buys the broker's blind backing, so he reminds himself he's saving his own skin. After that day, the transfer who shattered the school's peace hits a life first. An outcast, nobody tossing him the ball in gym. Kids drift away from him in the halls. Teeth grinding, he swears he'll finish the job regardless. Not just our guy, but all of Che O'Neill will pay, starting with his old crew from the capital. Winning the nearby schools and isolating our guy is nothing to him. No way this backwater stops him. Days later at lunch, the food tastes like garbage. Maybe it's eating alone, or maybe the cafeteria is just that grim. Then his phone lights up, time to rally the old crew, but a voice cuts in, asking if the food's any good. The hitman freezes. What? Our guy drops into the seat across from him, smirking. The menu must suit his palate. Our guy drops into the seat across from the outcast hitman, asking if the food's any good. The hitman glares, itching to kill him right there. But the hitman holds. His crew lands soon, and besides, the superintendent's pressure already flopped into a circus. Our hero needles him, so the hitman snaps that this king of the school act only works inside these walls. One-on-one outside, he sneers, our guy would be finished. The hitman dares him to stop hiding behind others. Isn't he even ashamed? Then the hitman lunges, barking at him to hold still. The hitman rages for our guy to quit cowering and step up, but our MC just admits it flat. The guy really is a hitman. Our hero saw that raw strength firsthand and won't pretend otherwise. On even footing, a fight might have been on the table, he grants, but not now. So it's time to balance the scales, crush him. The crew floods in, the hitman cursing them as pigs. The fighter bulls through, brushing off any whining about friendship. A fist rocks his skull, then another, blows hammer down from every side. A full pile-on buries him. Even this hitman finds no way out. The hitman gripes he was just eating lunch, yet the whole pack swarmed him. The hitman's arm gets cranked back. Even one-armed, he could still take them, he swears. The fighter wrenches harder, doubting that out loud. A scream rips free. Then a worse one. Clutching the arm, the hitman chokes a curse, and the fighter just tells him to get up. Our guy leans in. From here, the hitman's down to two choices. First, keep running the golden circle job, and the other arm snaps too, every day after pure hell. Second, come under our hero and report a fake success back to the circle, turning into his mole. Meanwhile, our MC would dig out whoever hired him. The hitman spits that he's being told to betray his own. Treating the golden circle like a punchline, the hitman waves it off. Message received. So our guy turns to the fighter, asking if he'd stab the man for 100 million. If the fighter won't, our hero shrugs. He can ask the others. Not to kill, just a stab once the ambulance is called. Nothing fatal. The offer lands like a bomb, freezing his own dogs. $1 million a month would take 8 years to clear, yet our MC puts that kind of money down in one breath. Back comes the truth they'd missed. Our guy's a devil who stacked 10 years of malice trapped in a coma, ready to do anything for revenge. That calm face hides the real him. Right there, the hitman's will drains out. They'll all swear to police he never got stabbed, just a prank. And no one in the city would believe him anyway. Days back, our MC had already confirmed the transfer really came from the Golden Circle. A B ranker, beatable if he goes all out, but enough? Shipping a superintendent-backed hitman showed how sure the circle was of a quick win. Still, what if the hitman slips through? Then they grasp how serious it's gotten. The butterfly effect from the worker's son already cracked his past life script. A plan built on a life he already lived has gaps he can't foresee. So, our hero locks down every variable he can. Friendship was never one of them. Our guy tells the fighter the reward hits his account today, then has the man hauled to his feet. The deal's simple enough, the fighter says, taking it. Hold him tight. The hitman thrashes, screaming. The blade inches closer. Closer still. The fighter's actually going to stab, so the hitman cracks. Shrieking, he'll take the second option. The knife halts. The fighter gets promised his reward, told to ease off, and heads out to call the broker with the fake report. Then our guy recites the hitman's home address, even his parents and one sister, and the man pales, wondering how he knows. Cross him, our hero warns, and he'll hunt every last one of them to the end. Stick with the golden circle, or become his dog. Better think hard. The hitman's old jobs flash back, and the malice in front of him finally makes him feel the life he traded for cash. Fine, he'll be the dog. exactly as he should. Handed back the knife, someone still frets that letting the man walk is a risk. If it goes wrong, our MC will simply expose everything. The fighter's account gets its reward plus a quiet new order. Go collect the cyberbully kid right now. No word to anyone. Soon, the halls buzzed that our guy and the fighter fell out. It was finally calm. Kids grown, and now this drama again. The fighters stopped dropping by the first years and even quit cursing our guy out. Word is, they're not fully on bad terms, though. Then what happens now? Someone wonders and gets told to keep it down? The bait's cast, and all that's left for our hero is to wait. The rival brother's seething. His big brother just grabbed the managing director seat that should have been his. At this rate, he warns, their father hands over the chairmanship. After all they've done, can they swallow that? One man sues him. The heir's got the title but zero proven skill. Talk brushes his wrecked marriage, a nerve he shuts fast. Still, something about the heir refuses to add up. A womanizer, an idiot, a man who can't feed himself. That's the heir they knew, the reason they backed the brother. But lately, some unknown hand seems to prop the heir up, and the faction's old internal director leans in. Tell me more, he says, as the brother's leaked affair comes up. The only winner from that leak was the heir, who now grinds dawn to dusk and handled the collapse by the chairman's code. Tearing a whole build down to restart, could the old waste of space heir ever make that call? No way, it's chance. The kid didn't even know what formwork was, so someone's behind him. They just can't name who. The order drops, find the backer by any means. Dawn and the heir's already on site checking progress and safety. Midday, lunch with the project manager, night. Pork belly dinner with a nobody, all logged. Nothing usable, and the brother blows up demanding more. They toss out a judge, then a director, scratching each on timing and motive. Even a rival builder's CEO gets weighed, but he's too cozy with the brother to fund a long-shot puppet. Then someone snags an oddity in the heir's cash flow. It leads to Cheon Il High, a school drowning in money. Scholarships, gyms, even pools. They'd figured the heir was quietly clearing some bar girl's debt. Classic him. The director shrugs it off, still stumped on who'd ever bankroll such dead weight. Besides, he's got his own fire to put out. Meanwhile, our guy fields an unknown number, half cursing. Our guy picks up. It's the heir, warning someone's been tailing him. A camera's followed him all week. Nothing yet, but stay sharp, and the brother might come for our guy too. The heir frets the brother could try to buy him off. Not a chance, our hero says, unbothered. Just trust him, and fetch a phone on a fake ID. In the faction, they map the next step. Recruit the backer, since whoever reshaped the heir is clearly skilled. Win him over and they gut the brother's rival in one stroke. But if he won't join, they'll just have to erase him. Then a man surfaces claiming the director's been digging, and this is the one behind it all. Straight up, they'd like to recruit him. The brother struts his elite degree against the barely graduated heir. The heir lived in a bar while the brother stacked real years. So who's fit to be chairman? Their father backs whoever grows the company, he insists, the way it's always gone. The heir's odds are nil, and that's why the man reached out to the brother first. In that case, one condition, and he's ready to give the brother whatever he wants. Then the kicker, the heir's own backer made contact. The man asked almost nothing, just a seat as internal director, but the old director privately scorns the brother. Too modern, mocking tradition, vowing a new order once he's chairman. Buy the whole room with future payouts, the brother says, then waves them home. The director knows the man cold. Self-absorbed, abusive, a cheat. The director had backed him only as the lesser evil, since at least the brother tried while the heir checked out, but trampled tradition and cracks always show. In the end, the brother was never the right choice either. This is wrong, he decides. He needs the chairman, for the company, and everyone who bled for it. Then a strange call lands. The voice asks how he liked the brother's play, and the director bristles at the mockery. The caller swears he only wanted a board seat, that the brothers differ, and the director scoffs. Myungjin runs on tradition, he lectures. The chairman is its future, not some traded director's chair. Even this caller takes pride in that title, so where's he going with it? Back the heir instead, the voice says, he's changed. The director asks if that means betraying the brother. Not betrayal, the caller answers. Just an open hand toward a Myungjin with a bright road ahead. Days later, the director sits across from the heir, the greeting oddly warm. Then, point blank, who exactly is his backer? The heir's old self floods back. The booze, the women, the endless trouble. That's why the director once judged him unfit and bet on the struggling brother. But why does a mere director lose sleep over any of this? Because the director gave his life to Myungjin, like the chairman, and won't hand it to a fool who can't mind himself. Yet lately, the air has plainly changed. It no longer matters who helped him, only the results for the company. So the director buries the hunt for the backer for good. Whoever it is, he's done digging. Then the director hands the heir a line nobody saw coming. Myungjin needs men like him, glad to work together. And the whole room is left stunned. A cramped eatery, and brokers keep calling the old owner, dangling a premium to buy her apartment rights. The owner waves a customer's order along, run off her feet. A grandson eats quietly, telling her to take her time. Another call buzzes, and she sighs over who keeps ringing. A voice claims to be from real estate, asking about her lottery won pre-sale rights and offering a fat premium to sell. In a life our guy already lived, this exact scam gutted a family. One of them lay years as a vegetable. Another swore to become a cop and get revenge, but hospital bills and a failed exam crushed him, and the whole family went down together. Our hero won't let that repeat. The grandmother's lottery flat sits in the city's priciest district, and since the firm's brand soared after the collapse, even leasing it clears the sale price. The grandson smells the scam at once. Why else would they hound her? The grandmother frets. The down payment alone is huge, but the grandson tells her not to sell, no matter what. This flat's a home for the three of them, he insists, never to be flipped. The grandmother just wants to stay healthy and keep seeing her grandkids. Then the phone rings again and she steps off to take it. Across town, that grandson grinds late at the library, the last one stuck picking the loser's lot in every game. The kid envies the others who can just have fun, then snaps back, succeed at all costs, vowing he'll make it without any pricey academy. Then a stranger steps up and the kid blinks. Back in that ruined timeline, the family clawed for each other and still fell. Our guy carries every detail of it. This time the lottery flat is a fortune waiting, if only they hold. So the heir walks right up to him. You're the kid, yeah? The heir names himself the firm's eldest son and the family's quiet backer. A scholarship already covers the brother's tuition, so money's no worry, just chase what he wants. The kid's left stunned as the heir steps off to take a call. Elsewhere, our hero meets his new mole, thanking him for the late favor. The mole hands over a file on three people, cursing the rival brother under his breath. Even the old director's on their side now, our guy notes. So what's next? Get cozy with a real estate agent out in a certain district, and the moment a property lists, call right away. Days on, our guy aces the 11th mock exam, perfect again, first in the whole country. The school throws an assembly, begging his secret and which academy he attends. None, he says. His teachers are great, and he just studies. Privately, he knows the Golden Circle's client is watching this. A homeroom teacher beams beside him. Somewhere, a shadow takes note. Meanwhile, the broker tears into the mole over thin results, demanding a false report be fed up the chain. The report claims our guy and the fighter fell out and barely speak. It's only been a month, the mole stalls. He needs more time. There's no clean outcome yet. The broker's sick of vague updates and asks if this is enough to save face. This is the last chance. Make the client happy before the holiday, even if an arm gets broken. Our hero, the circle's target, had thought long about who'd push this far. Why chase him so relentlessly? What did he ever do? And more than the plot, one question gnawed. Who's the bastard that hired them? Out of tens of thousands of students, he boxed it down to those fitting the profile. First, a loaded but withdrawn kid he'd quietly outranked, sour about it. Second, a kid who'd swung at him early on, whose father owns acres of land. Each got baited through the mole and the cyberbully kid. But the closer he looked, one name rose above the rest. Last, a first-year girl whose father is a high-ranking official, once ahead of him before he beat her. The girl fits the Golden Circle's whole reason for existing better than anyone, and after today, our guy's certain it's her. Tomorrow, he tells the mole, you and the Golden Circle part ways for good, so brace yourself. Next day, the field rings as a teacher promises snacks to the winners. Our guy plays, the perfect student turned cool, drawing every eye, a clean strike, and the ball rockets in. Kids swarm him grinning, asking if he isn't just the coolest. One girl gets teased to go ask him out and flusters instantly. Another watches him close, admitting he's cool. Had our guy stayed the quiet top student, the girl might have left him be, but the others picked the fight first. The girl says she'll be back. Then the girl slides over with a drink and our guy takes it. A sharp grin spreads. Want to head somewhere else? He asks her. There's something he'd like to talk about. Across the room, a classmate frowns. Class is starting, so why are those two gone? And what could they be discussing? Then her own phone catches her eye. A beat and something snags. The screen shows a chat tied to that very girl, the word scenario staring back, and the truth lands cold. A storeroom door slides open and our guy waves a classmate inside. The classmate balks at the spot, then tells herself he's harmless and steps in. Shut the door, our hero says, now that she's in. Lately, our guy's had nothing but trouble, and he asks if she knows why. Beyond the fights, something no one sees. Someone ordered all of it, our guy says. A mastermind's pulling strings. So our hero laid a trap, feeding 3 suspects different bait. One heard he was floundering and might transfer. News a mastermind would save her. Another heard he and the fighter were tight, which would have sent one scrambling. And the third got bait tailored just for her. A mastermind would have pushed every lever in a panic. But here's the catch. The mole clocked a real flinch from one of the 3. The officer's daughter, our guy says. So what does this classmate make of that? Just then, a voice calls for the officer's daughter from the doorway. Confusion spills out. What's going on? And where's our guy? Get out of here, our hero tells the daughter flatly. And as she falters, our guy's eyes settle on the girl who called herself his friend. Stay put, our guy says. Every clue frames the officer's daughter as the client, except one fact clears her. The heir ran quiet checks on all 3 and dug up a truth no one knew. The brother had been bullied until tragedy took him, so the family moved to the city. The parents came for her sake, so would that family scheme over someone's grades? Never. That daughter loathes the very bullying our guy lived through. The brother couldn't fight it, so she quietly cheers the one who does. That leaves one path. She heard the leak and carried it to someone else. The friend's face curls into something ugly as our guy pins her down. What the hell is he saying? She stammers. No clue why he doubts her, but it wasn't her. It really wasn't, she insists, rattling the door that won't budge. Think logically, she pleads. Good friends, so why would she ever? Oh. The daughter must have hired them, she says, jealous of his grades, but those parents sit on the anti-violence committee now. Would people like that craft this? You never know, she fires back, and our guy says her name flat. Our guy lays it bare. The bait fed to her was built to bruise a jealous heart, and the flinch came right on cue. Denials keep climbing out of her, but the math already closed around her. Months back, the girl had thought he looked good, sweet, tall, sharp, athletic, the whole package, and the crush took hold. Trouble was, she wasn't the only one, having heard how other confessions got rejected. Too scared to risk it, the girl chose to test the waters instead. A drink slid his way, a casual thanks in return, a tutoring session, a brush of hands, then a quick apology. That easy, head-on manner read like a green light, and an ideal-type question through a friend sealed it. Someone cheerful like her, he'd shrugged. From that, the girl was sure. The girl screams that he called her his ideal type, hinting when he never even liked her. It was hell after that, while our guys sailed on, popular, top of the class, living the dream. The girl just wanted him to taste the same despair. One ant under a heel, the whole point laid bare. That's all it was, she swears, vowing never again. So forgive her just this once. No. Too late now. Our hero answers cold. The grin snaps back to fury. The girl vows to destroy him completely. Family, joy, every last piece. No way he'll ever grasp why she'd go this far, or so she thinks. Because the hell he's dodging, 10 years bullied, frozen as a vegetable, family dragged under, won't happen this time. And it won't, only because our guy claws to prevent it every single day. The girl rages on, swinging. The gap between them is a canyon she can't even see. How dare he call himself human? The girl shrieks after watching her burn from the dark. People like her never change, our guy notes, telling her to line up a surgeon if the hit didn't leave her broke. Then a curse, and someone storms in. You're hitting girls now? The newcomer balks? It was her, our guy says. That girl hired the golden circle, for real. The client was her all along. Our guy went a touch far, but if she's truly behind it, the girl will answer for it, and our hero will find the way. But the contact warns the admirer's family won't let this slide. Her father carries real weight in the region. Our guy stays calm, blood still on his neck. Nobody else needs to handle it. Just send the girl home. Cut to her father blowing up, demanding which lunatic dared touch his daughter, her face wrecked behind her hand. The girl's father, a regional heavyweight, roars asking if these bastards want to die. The wife pushes him. Is he really letting the one who hurt their daughter walk? The father snarls he's no fool, swearing to jail all 3, then curses the broker for exposing him, and the line goes busy. Right then, another call cuts through. Our hero on the other end, introducing himself dead flat. Our MC names it outright, the sole broker for the Golden Circle, asking if he's got the right man, cool as anything. The broker's still tearing into the hitman over the botched job. Every result's come up empty, and his standing's on the line. Then a call cuts in, and the broker barks, "Who's there? How dare they hang up? Wait, who even is this?" "Do whatever you want," the voice says flat. "The Golden Circle has never failed," the broker spits, "but a man's gotta live too." Truth is, the broker already handed every shred of their dealings straight to our guy. If he goes down, the broker howls. He's dragging everyone with him, report it, and they all sink together. "Wake up," our hero says coldly, "since whatever comes next is on him now." The broker rages that the brat hung up at will. Who the hell even called at this hour? A Trojan horse, that's who? Rewind, our guy had rung the broker himself, naming him outright. The sole broker, our hero says, and the girl's already been sent home. A failed job plus moves against him should have left the broker finished. But the client's identity turned out to be a whole other matter. How did our guy unmask the girl as the client? Did the hitman flip? Nobody knew that number. The broker reels? Not quite, our hero explains. The hitman fed a clean report up the chain. Tell the boss the job's done. The client's thrilled. Ship the hitman back to the capital. Do that, and the real client won't be pleased at all. Ditch the hitman, our guy adds. No time to fret over other people. Just report a flawless success this round. The broker balks that the client won't like it, and our hero tells him to drop that worry. Elsewhere, the broker finds himself somewhere strange, thrown off. Sit down, our guy says. And when the man bristles, the order lands harder. Sit now. The girl's got two roads, our hero lays out. First, chase revenge, report it to the Golden Circle, and beg a follow-up. Do that, and the broker's proof goes public worldwide. The circle survives, but the broker and his partner vanish. Prison for one, juvenile detention for the girl. The funny part, that's at least 3 years inside, so what becomes of the girl then? Without her oh-so-mighty father, can anything keep her safe from our guy? Across town, the girl's father spirals, screaming to call the police. The brat didn't say a single wrong thing, his wife realizes. Honey, stop, she begs, since that's their own daughter. If this goes wrong, the heir in the firm will bury them, and who handles that? The house? The business? His whole life? The father swears he'll guard it all. But without him, the dread clause, can anyone shield his precious girl? The knife on the table seems to mock him. The whole threat barely even registered. Only one plea keeps looping. Protect her. Our guy never meant to go easy on any of them. The broker gets walked to the brink, terror swallowing him whole, pleading through the panic, every nerve lit up, until only one word's left: help. Even on the second road, our hero won't end him here. The plan is to march him slowly to the cliff's edge. One by one, our guy will surface every crime the broker buried, and at the family's lowest, the proof drops, the father's shield cracks, an abuse charge stacked on top. The girl ends up ruined, broke, and alone in the world. So what's the play? The broker asks. Time's been bought, sure, but the circle catches on sooner or later. Exactly, our hero says, which is why a deal's on the table. A Trojan horse. The broker wasn't spared out of mercy, but as a bet that he'd survive. Deep down, the broker knows he's expendable to the Golden Circle. Loyalty was never the point. It's all about money. So why not earn that money through our guy instead? The offer hangs there, far too sweet to wave off. Top-tier members keep their own elite brokers, and the higher the rank, the fatter the cut. Above all, a top-tier's broker gets counted among the top tier itself. That inner ring is something almost nobody even knows exists. The broker's mind races. 3 years and a clean exit abroad, or our guy topples the circle, 2 birds with 1 stone. So how exactly does a man get made top tier? Stay quiet 1 month, our hero says, and at month's end, he gets what he wants. The golden line, the top tier. The broker had always wondered who sat at the very top. That hidden ring, dubbed the Golden Gate, stayed sealed without ever naming its true top member. Taking down 1 golden circle isn't enough. Filth this deep won't fall easy. Now it's time for our guy to take the next step in the plan. A note lands on a senator's desk, and the man asks if the kid really sent it. Don't go playing pranks over nothing, the senator warns. That's why he called him in. Anyone could brand a politician a fraud, our guy admits, but he came to make a deal. In his professor years, the senator built ties minding powerful families' children, riding them all the way to office. Then a rival senator from the opposing party suddenly exposed his corruption. Our hero had waited for this exact moment, when the senator would need him as badly as our guy once needed the man. Why fling those accusations at all? Our guy asks. No grudge, no advantage in it. Someone put the rival up to it, likely the senator's own party leader. A dangerous thing to say, the senator notes, but it's plainly the leader's ploy. The leader wanted to choke off a rising rival inside his own ranks. Hitting a party mate head-on is messy, so he used the opposition man as sniper. Cross-party fire looks natural? Insightful, the senator allows. But if that's all, the kid's wasting his time. So what's the fix? There's no clean rebuttal. Powerful families pulling top grades always breeds gossip, so only one road remains. If you can't beat the message, our hero says, beat the messenger. Soon, a story breaks about international students on drugs, one of them with a hidden identity. And the rival senator's son just happens to study abroad. The drug case hits the news regardless. So played right. The senator slips the scandal. Toppling a mere sniper won't erase the suspicion, but in politics, a buried allegation rarely rises again. Settle it once, and it's gone for good. There's plenty more our guy can do. So once the senator deems him worthy, get back to him. 1 week. Days later, even the rival senator didn't know his own eldest son was a habitual user. How did a mere high schooler know that? The senator marvels. Backed by the heir and ruling his school, the kid clearly didn't reach out without a plan. Gutsy, the senator says. Let's hear it. But first, is the man aiming for the presidency? Of course, though nothing's certain, the senator hedges. But if the ambition runs as deep as our guy suspects, born elite, an elite track all the way, professor by default, then the Senate badge, the life of the country's top sliver. Yet, the presidency lost precisely because the man has too much. Telling him to give up? The senator scoffs, since he never folds on someone's say-so let him do it. Our guy answers flat, he'll be the man's kingmaker. Meanwhile, the halls buzz. Did you hear? The girl dropped out, gone without warning. Word is she was hurt so badly she can't even walk. Her own father's doing the price of what she set in motion. The senator presses for the actual plan. No group like the Golden Circle could be touched easily, not with its airtight secrecy. So our hero offers to craft a story, the perfect campaign narrative. The senator becomes the man who crushes the Golden Circle. Once it flares into a public issue, solve it fast and turn into a star overnight. No real risk to him. Our guy sets the table and cleans any spill. All the senator does is lend a hand when asked. Still just a 17-year-old's words, the man muses. Take all the time needed to dig deeper, our guy says. Later, a car pulls up. Get in, the senator says, while he's still being nice. Our hero climbs in. This dude's insane, the senator thinks. So it's true, the kid's the heir's backer. Those moves aren't a teenager's, the man admits. But does the kid grasp what toppling the Golden Circle means? Our guy doesn't flinch. Every bit of what's coming is already clear to him. The senator studies him hard and finds no bluff there. As long as the Golden Circle's in play, our hero explains, adults stay too scared to act. Beaten at school, hunted after school, nobody lifting a finger, a private hell. Our guy means to break that rotten cycle of school violence for good. Violence may be eternal, but the outfit profiting off it has to fall, no matter what. Tell me the plan, the senator says, and he'll weigh it. Our hero will turn a broker to file a fake report that the hit succeeded, so the circle unknowingly cons its own client. Then come exam season, our guy transfers to the capital to hold his #1 rank, and if it leaks that the circle couldn't finish him, a disaster for them. A school limits outside meddling, our hero notes, so he can soak up pressure without getting expelled. Just enough backing to stay in, and the longer he lasts, the worse it gets for the circle. The man's certain he'll win, hungry to do whatever it takes. The same breed as our guy. No real reason to chase the presidency, the senator shrugs. Just a shot like everyone else of his standing. Not one failure in his whole life, the man says. So why not be the best in the country? But fail even once, he warns, and he'll drop our guy cold and burn every trace. If the kid can carry all that, then our hero takes the deal. Our guy pulls the officer's daughter aside on the way to the gym. Just a minute, our hero says. Sit down. Word's all over that the other girl dropped out and landed in the ER. You did that to her, didn't you? The daughter says. The daughter won't tell a soul. She hates that type too. People who only feel their own pain. A brother of hers died because of someone like that. So where's our guy going with this? What she wants is to help him. Our hero holds no real memory of this girl from the life before and only now sees her true face. The parents are high officials, heads of the anti-violence committee. A useful card, but how far can she go for this? Our guy asks, and she swears she'll do anything. So the test comes. Could she take a blade and gouge out the eyes of the ones who drove her brother to death? She freezes. When our guy breaks a man's bones, he's ready to have his own broken. When he ruins a life, he's ready to have his own ruined. With nothing close to that resolve, what could she possibly do for him? Never call him for this again, our hero says. A soft will only drags him down. This road leaves no room for a normal life and none for her. Only our guy can walk it. Just then, a classmate waves him over, asking if he studied, eager to be friends. Elsewhere, our hero plans his moves, knowing the fight ahead is his alone. Then that persistent man turns up again. Every other academy gave up after a try or two, but the director of a big cram school keeps coming. One last time, the director begs, just a minute, since lately every academy's been hunting our guy. They all want to ride the school's shine, dangling scholarships and monthly cash. Don't overdo it, a friend says, heading off first. Why's the director here again? Our guy asks, having refused once already. Make a deal, the man says. He wants to buy that reputation. The academy's expanding to the capital, and if word says our guy attends, it can rival the best up there. No need to even show, just nod along to the rumor, and a perfect exam score earns a fortune on top. Revenge aside, our hero muses, life isn't half bad, but Our guy declines flat. Why? The man asks. Just because. The next day, a polished woman stops him, the admin of an elite parents cafe where the capital's families trade study secrets, and his name's the hot topic. The woman's got an offer. Would he tutor the members' kids, hers included? Not for overnight miracles. The capital's full of credentialed teachers, but she wants the know-how he earned in the trenches. Once a week, 4 times a month, 2 million won ahead with conditions to match. Unfamiliar ground, our guy says. So give him time to think. Online, the forums light up over a recommended lecturer, a high schooler at 2 million a session. A top family's name, a fortune dangled. Our hero wonders if it's a setup and just how much it's all worth. This money fever is worth harnessing, our guy decides. Let's meet tomorrow, the cafe admin says. The buzz only swells. Every elite parent suddenly wants a piece of him. The rumor outruns the truth, and the demand keeps climbing. A force this rabbit is definitely worth steering. Meanwhile, a sullen rich kid grumbles through the whole trip, dragged to another city, fuming the entire way. The cafe admin's own son can't see why they'd cross provinces to worship a nobody, a rich kid studying. Big deal. Why bow to any of them when even the capital's star tutors are hit or miss? The kid had kicked up a fuss at his mother and only caught a scolding for it. So why not just skip? A no-show. Cut the class. The crew waffles, weighing whether ditching the first lesson costs them their slot. Licking the boots of the country's #1 feels beneath them. Still, somebody just wants a night of fun. Fine, they decide, a no-show for today. Elsewhere, the broker checks in, oily and grateful. A powerful CEO's heir steps into that world next year, a door straight to the golden circle. Play it right, the broker's told, and the top tier finally cracks open. Never push a client's target to the very edge, our hero warns the broker. Wrap it as a clean success, but leave them room to breathe. One slip in the roll, and the broker's finished. Understood, the man says. Even with a spy inside, turning his back on the victims wouldn't ease our guy's own revenge, yet he means to do right by them anyway. The memories stay far too sharp to ever let go. That night, a karaoke room thumps with some ancient track. Who even picks a song this old? Someone gripes. This is our room, the rich kid snaps, so get lost. Are you the brat? A voice asks. And do I know you? The kid fires back. Then a fist cuts him off mid-sentence. The kid crumples on the spot. The teacher's here, the enforcer says. So you've got to greet him properly, don't you? Fresh off the beating, the rich kid still puffs up. Does our guy know who his parents are? One call ends him. Call them, our hero says flat. Right now, and tell the truth, he skipped day 1 of tutoring and got dropped like a dog by the teacher. It finally lands who he's facing, and the brat folds, whining to his mother that the trip just wore him out. Then, our guy lays the arrangement out, calm. Step out of line, and whatever the parents pick as punishment, he won't interfere. Every other family already signed off on the same, so there's nothing left to fear. Only one thing remains, the kid's own call. The choice is real, our hero says. Act up, and the punishment's the parents to set. No interference, all confirmed. So pick, tutoring or a thrashing. Outside, the brat sees that this is unreal. The brat had kicked up a fuss over a 1-hour first day, and now the driver's late too. A friend asks if he knows anyone local, since maybe it's time for payback. Phone out, the brat saves the bruises as proof. Never beaten like this in his life. That bastard has no clue who he is. Then a name turns up. Some self-styled boss of the city, so make the call. Not his first time stirring trouble, the brat grins, and the line rings. The local boss picks up, an old contact reaching out. 2 days on, the boss struts in, bragging he heard our guy beat a kid just for being late. Working out and real fighting are worlds apart, the boss boasts, all swagger. Is this the place? Yep, this is it. They roll up itching for trouble. The boss talks a big game the whole way. The others trail behind, half convinced. The building looms ahead, and the boss strides in first. Then the boss spots our guy and freezes. Why's he here? Our hero asks mid-workout. Going around beating kids, the boss stammers, and only the ones who deserve it. One look, and all the big talk evaporates. The boss bolts, leaving the brat and the friend stranded. Your tutor is our guy? The brat reels. The boss swore he ran the city. That guy beat up a friend, the brat sputters. Enough nonsense, our hero says. Never call that boss again. Just focus on the tutoring. Play it smart, or might as well count himself dead. No wonder, the brat mutters, cursing the exam ahead. Focus, our guy tells him at the desk. 3 trips a week to Dayson is exhausting, sure, but the brat knows exactly how his parents are. Flunk after this pricey tutoring, and something far worse waits down the line since he's been played his whole life. Do well on the final, our hero offers, and the load drops to once a week. The other tutors cut loose. The carrot lands, and the brat finally buckles down. Grades that never budge start to climb. The threat of a beating works wonders, and the kid keeps showing up. Meanwhile, our guy seals it with the mother, keep your promises, and he delivers. Of course, she gushes, thanking him in advance. Then, offhand, he asks what her husband does. The answer lands quiet. A top prosecutor, deputy chief of the capital's central district. And that office, it turns out, runs tight with the golden circle, exactly why a powerful family pines so hard over one kid's grades. Vacation hits, and the halls buzz about plans. The homeroom teacher reminds everyone how these breaks shape a life, then asks our guy to stay a moment. You know how much he cares, the teacher says, all warmth. Anything goes wrong over the break, just call, anytime. The door's always open. Our hero still can't quite figure out what this man even is. Over the break, our guy heads to the old gym. The coach watches him drill. The striker kid trains right beside him. Sweat and reps fill the hours. Then our guy puts a question to the coach. A, as fighters, what level are he and the striker kid at? The kid's striking is clean, but the grappling's raw. Fine for amateurs, a stretch for the pros. Our guy's read on a fight is sharp enough to handle pros on strikes or the ground, but only against lower ranks, since the potential's high, but the body isn't grown, and real opponents peak around 30. In a spar, the coach lays it bare. Size alone means losing the trade and the grapple. The physical gap decides it. So our hero asks one favor for the winner. Help him and the striker kid pack on real muscle. 5 in the morning, and the grind opens with a flat-out run down empty streets. Then straight into the iron, grinding barbell presses till the shoulders scream. Pull-ups and lunges stacked back-to-back, no let-up. It's never just the lifting. What and how much goes down matters as much, so 3 sessions a day and 5 full meals get forced down. One day, after stretches of hell on that hamster wheel, the body finally revolts and heaves. Our guy keeps grinding anyway, eyes flat. The striker kid grinds right there alongside him. Reps blur into more reps, the bar barely resting. Muscle stacks on slow, the frame filling out week by week. The burn never once lets up, every set pushed to failure, and neither does our hero. If revenge lands, if those bastards drop by his own 2 hands, it'd be worth it even if it killed him. Then a collapse against the lockers, drenched and spent. The coach and the others fret about pulling him off it before the training wrecks his body. As a coach, it's the one thing he should never allow, but the call holds. No clue what happened to the kid, yet he's plainly never going to stop. Dawn after dawn, the same brutal loop with 0 days off. The runs stretch longer with every sunrise. The loaded bar keeps climbing in weight. The plates pile higher at every meal. The body adapts inch by stubborn inch, and the resolve underneath only hardens. Then the real sparring starts in earnest. The coach circles, reading him close. Our guy reads right back. A feint sells, a step slips inside, and an opening cracks wide open. A fist snaps out clean. The coach slips it by a hair. Our hero resets his stance and comes straight back at him. Careful never to lunge into anything reckless, our guy carves out his own chances instead. Whatever the situation, the play is to make openings, never force them. Whoever stands across from him, whatever the odds, the only acceptable result is a win. Blaming stronger or more numerous opponents would feel far too pathetic, so the pressure just keeps rolling in. A clean shot finally finds the coach. Impressive, the old man allows, but there's always a but with him. A counter blurs in and rocks our guy hard. The hit knocks the breath clean out of him. Still, the coach grins. No doubt about it, the kid's got it. The spar finally winds down. Both pull back, chests heaving. Our hero takes hard stock of it. The gap between them is still there, but round by round, it's narrowing. The first time they fought, our guy couldn't raise a single fist. Today, the loss came again, but this round the coach was dead serious. A year still left, and more strength to gain yet. A friend just gawks at the new, frankly scary build. Elsewhere, our guy lays out a plan with the air. There's a patch of landlocked ground sitting dead behind the lottery lot. On its own, that land is worthless, as of right now. But fused with the neighboring lot, the whole picture flips overnight. A road and clean access suddenly open up, and the dead ground turns into prime real estate. The math gets staggering fast. Even priced at the very low end per square meter, the profit alone clears tens of billions, and the firm's premium pushes the value past imagining. Better yet, it lands as the heir's own achievement, a real shot at the chairman's seat. Just out of curiosity, our hero asks, does the heir know who owns that land? Relentless training will sharpen the fists, and with the heir's money and the senator's pull, the backing's locked tight. But it's still not enough force. Some problems can't be solved alone, which is why our guy keeps an army of his own, the broker, the fighter, to perfect through his second year. Plenty of work left, but the preparing rolls on, calm and certain. The snow melted, spring bloomed, and now it's March. Time for school to start again. A new year opens, and the halls hum with rumors of a sophomore who's terrifyingly fierce. Word is, the same kid wrecked the senior who once ran the place. Then a fearless freshman struts in, swearing he's never seen a better fighter. Sure, the legend's just a loser and a rumor. Put up that cigarette. A voice cuts in. The crew folds instantly, stammering apologies. Look at the name tag, the voice says. And sorry, the freshman mumbles, stubbing it out. Our guide lays out his creed. Turf truces never sat right, and thugs like the senior turn his stomach. So he cleaned up his own school and means to keep going. Within 6 months, every school in the city will look just like his. The rumor takes on a life of its own, growing with every retelling. Kids trade the story in low, wide-eyed whispers between classes, and the legend only swells past the plain truth. Elsewhere, our guy weighs the lamb play, asking if it isn't worth it. A few days later, in the new class, a punk eyes our guy, certain the freshmen will all fall in line. The whole year is his to own, the punk sneers. Hooded shapes drift through the halls. The punk's boast curdles fast under one cold look. Reality lands far harder than any rumor ever did. One by one, the cocky ones learn exactly where they stand. Nobody dares cross the kingdom now. The message spreads on its own, and the year settles under a single name. A slap cracks across a hallway. What kind of slap even was that? Someone reels. The enforcer starts in, playing it off as nothing. Just forgot the class newsletter, the enforcer covers, smooth. Then, to the beaten one, any idea why the hit came? No, the kid stammers. Who told him to bully the others, the enforcer asks, since picking on the weak is the one true line. The lesson lands clean and public. The bully crumples without a word. The watching crowd goes dead silent. And the rule holds. Kids swear they saw it themselves. Our guy really forbids bullying, and it's no rumor. Word buzzes that he's set to clean up every school in the city, taking anyone who wants in. Taking the lead, the rumor goes, drops a fortune in the bank. Sweeping the city means clashing with a dozen schools, half just spite, but the other half real. Among them, a fighter from another school who beat the senior in an amateur bout. The names of contenders get traded around like cards. Every tough kid in the city hears the call. Some scoff it off, others quietly sharpen up. The map of the city quietly redraws itself. And the next target slides into focus. Over at a rival high school staff room, a teacher grills a kid. Did he steal the other's money since someone spotted him in their bags? Threatened with a call home, the kid caves, swearing he won't do it again. So, he did steal, the teacher presses, and where'd the cash go? Return it first, the teacher says. Punishment later. Lost it, the kid mumbles. What? First a lie after the theft, now caught and still spinning tales, the teacher fumes. But it's a thug, not the teacher, who hauls the kid down for a whipping. Why steal? The thug sneers, since without him the others would have framed the kid anyway. Next time beg, the thug jeers, because trash this broke is why schools get branded thug pits. The thug only turns nastier with it. Does it hurt? He taunts, ordering the kid to bare his backside. The cruelty drags on far too long. Not a single bystander steps in. The kid just curls up and takes it. The thug feeds on every second, until something finally snaps. Really? The thug grins. Guess the question came out wrong. A huge mistake, he says, and if the kid's got no money, then the mother pays instead, off to her little snack store. A voice roars at them to stop, cursing them out. A red-haired newcomer steps into the frame. The thug rounds on the newcomer, snarling. The newcomer doesn't flinch an inch. A fist cocks back. The air pulls tight. Then it all explodes. The first thug drops on the spot. The rest scramble back in panic. Bodies hit the floor in a blur. The kid's friend, the newcomer, says that's who he is. Somewhere the senior sits wrecked, asking how it ever came to this. Why did something like this land on him, of all people? The body screams, every inch of it feeling like hell. Then a phone lights up in the dark with a message. A page calling out to the whole city. Send in who got hurt and who did it, and the revenge gets handled. Fight back as a victim, our guy explains, and one wrong move turns the victim into the convicted felon instead of the wronged. No matter what's tried, a victim's life is already left in ruins. The worries and struggles of the bullied run lopsided and exhausting. This rotten reality is exactly why the page exists. Our hero lets the grin show, certain of the pull. So while they're on the subject, want to make a deal? The next day, at a rival high, a red-haired junior storms in, demanding which one is the kid. For 4 straight years since middle school, that junior was the kid's tormentor. Beatings, shaking down cash, errands, even homework. Recently, the bully even stripped the kid in front of a girl for sport. The thug demands to know who this friend even is. It's the friend's number, left in case they showed. Hand it over, and a call connects. The red-haired one barks he's from the rival school that someone messed with his brother. Get the facts straight, our guy says down the line. The brother swung at a friend first, so it got paid back in kind. What the hell is he even yapping about? The bully sputters. The two sides square off in the open courtyard. Tension coils tight through the whole yard. Every eye in the crowd locks on. Nobody dares make the first move, and the air pulls razor thin between them. Listen, the bully says. If they fight, it's all-out war between the two schools. Let's settle it smooth. Mutual apologies. Call it a day. From how hard the bully's backing off, the read is plain. He's figured out who he's dealing with. Apologize to each other's brothers, he offers. The one who should apologize ought to apologize, our hero answers. The trick to save face is clear as day. The bully snaps, demanding to know what was just said. No deal at all, our guy makes plain. So the choice gets settled the hard way instead. A fist answers for him. The bully roars a curse straight at him. Then the whole standoff detonates at once. A fist cracks home on someone's jaw. That bastard. Someone chokes. War's on, a voice bellows. Beat them all to a pulp. And the yard erupts into a brawl. Bodies crash together from every side. The crew wades in hard and fast. The bully's side clearly has the numbers. But that edge doesn't last a minute. One enforcer drops two of them at once. Another carves straight through them. Mid-swing, the crew runs the math. 500 split 15 ways, plus 100 to the MVP. Those lunatics, the bully's side gasps, why are they losing with double the people? Because the pay only comes by sticking with our guy to the bitter end. The bully's crew folds faster than the count should ever allow. How dare they pull this here? The bully snarls. We've just got more people, our hero's side answers, still pouring in. The bully spots his shot, dropped the main one, and it's game over. The bully charges with everything left. Then a fist meets him square mid-rush. The blow snaps his head clean back, and the floor rushes up to meet him. What a load of crap, he spits. So what if his brother had fun with a loser? So the kid sides with a brother, knowing every rotten thing he did. The hypocrisy gets thrown right back in his face. Another heavy hit lands square. The crew closes in from all sides. The bully's swagger drains out fast. And the fight tips for good. One last clean shot, and the red-haired one drops. Blood pools dark across the floor. Beaten flat, the bully can't even rise. Our guy steps up, noting it took the man way too long to answer. In the aftermath, the red-haired bully grovels to the kid he tormented for years. The bully chokes out a desperate apology, all bluster gone. The world tilts for the kid who once had no power at all. School used to feel like a peaceful place, and now it's his turn to keep his word. Our guy just watches the whole apology land in silence. The network's promise spreads through the rival school fast. Victims who stayed silent for years start sending word. The inbox floods with names overnight. Each name another bully marked for a reckoning. The kid's post racks up views by the hour, and the whole campus feels the ground shift. One by one, the once untouchable finally get touched. The enforcer asks the cornered bully what he plans to do now. The enforcer sneers at him to grin like the trash he is. Now raise those hands up properly, he barks. Another name gets crossed off the list, and the post explodes wider. All that attention pours straight into a flood of emails. The slow reckoning rolls right down the whole bully chain. One bully after another gets dragged out and named. The hired muscle moves school to school without pause. Not a single bully's record stays clean for long. The rumor races ahead of the fists themselves, and the city's bullies start checking over their shoulders. The kid finally stands taller than he has in years. The ones who broke him now flinch at his name. The old debt to the kid gets repaid in full, and the network just keeps swelling wider. Every silenced victim becomes a fresh recruit, and every smug bully becomes a fresh, new target. The whole map of the city redraws once again, and our guy steers every piece of it. And the next move's already quietly rolling. In the staff room, a teacher warns the kid the assault will be punished. Even if the bullies hurt him, an outsider can't just maul them, the teacher says. Anything to add? The kid stays quiet a beat. Sorry, but our guy had nothing to do with this. Who? Did he write the post himself? And even if he's the informant, where's the problem? After 4 years of hell, the kid finally got one taste of revenge because someone helped. Saying he did wrong? He never said that. And anyhow, our guy isn't part of this. The teacher's left with nothing at all to pin on him. The victim holds the high ground now. The whole script has been flipped clean around. Those who once ran the school start to squirm. The paperwork dead ends almost instantly. And our guy stays a ghost in all of it exactly as the plan called for. The system that once crushed victims now shields one. The bitter irony isn't lost on a single soul. The kid walks out of that room unbroken, and the bullies are the ones left sweating Our guy curses him out, saying he answers to for all the stress once piled on one bully named, then the scumbag beside him. Both freeze stiff at the sight of our hero. One of them stammers out a weak apology. "What exactly for?" our guy asks, dead flat. "I didn't have a choice either," the bully pleads. None of them ever did, and that's the whole rotten point. Then a new voice cuts in, raw with fury. "So it really inspired him," the newcomer spits. A sneering greeting drops. "This is the fighter who once dropped the senior. Running wild to swallow the whole city? Did our guy expect a warm welcome? It's all a trap to take him down," the fighter sneers, with hundreds lined up for it. Our hero doesn't blink at the threat. The sheer numbers don't rattle him one bit. The challenger only digs his heels in harder. The line in the sand gets drawn, dead clear, and the next war quietly takes shape. But first, there's a chain left to finish. Our guy lines the whole bully chain up in a row. Why are they all standing there? One of them wonders. Each climbed by, crushing the one below, every link a victim turned tormentor. None of them fell for a trap by accident. They all walked in, and now they're finished. The bully chain stands cowed, the red-haired one finally grasping who sent the K&L thugs after him. Each one offers to pay the very same price, begging openly for mercy. "No forgiveness," our guy says. "Just wait quietly until graduation comes." Still, a use remains for them. A crew that comes running the moment he calls. Roughly 20 bodies on tap whenever the need arises. Elsewhere, the challenger sizes our hero up, dead sure of his own strength. The senior beater doesn't buy the legend for a single second. A public one-on-one would settle the whole thing, he figures. Beat the famous kid out in the open, and the entire kingdom crumbles overnight. That's the whole reason the provocation got set up, and our guy reads every inch of the play coming. The red-haired one's outburst was scripted from the very start. Agree to a clean duel, and the senior beater drops our hero in front of every watching eye. But there's another plan already quietly in motion. Take the challenger down and they'd cry numbers anyway, so outnumbered by a mile, who's really left to worry about? The challenger sneers that he sure thinks a lot. "Just keep thinking," our guy answers flat. Then the two camps collide head-on in the open. Bodies come pouring in from every hallway at once. The crew braces hard for the incoming wave of bodies. Fists start flying before anyone can blink. The raw numbers look grim on paper, sure, but a count on paper never once threw a real punch. Crush that bastard, the whole crowd roars together. One enforcer can't possibly drop 100 on his own, but for the cocky to learn what waits when they slack off, the point gets made crystal clear, right then and there. A single fist answers the loudest mouth in the room. The brawl spills the length of the corridor, but the crew holds the line through all of it. Bodies keep hitting the floor on both sides. The enemy just keeps surging forward in relentless waves. The crew keeps swinging right back at them, and neither side gives up a single inch of ground. And the whole gym floor dissolves into chaos. One of them hesitates over the count, urging the rest to wait for the word and not trust him. "What the hell are they all doing against a single opponent?" the leader screams. The leader howls at them to pounce on him all at once. The swarm closes in tight around one figure. The lone fighter just plants his feet and waits, and squarely meets the entire rush dead head on. Strikes rain in on him from every angle at once. The lone fighter slips the first by a hair, then counters the second one perfectly clean, and drops the third right where he stands. Still more of them pile in regardless of it. The relentless press on him never once lets up. Sweat and blood smear all across the tile, yet not one of them manages to break him down. The crowd thins out, body by falling body. The momentum quietly turns over to one side, and the whole tide of the brawl begins to flip. A big one bellows that he'll take him on himself. The two of them slam together harder than before. A wild hook whistles right past his ear. A hard knee buries itself deep into the gut. The big one staggers backward, badly reeling, and the answer cracks clean across his jaw. The enemy's confidence visibly wavers now. The enemy's easy swagger drains out fast. The whole enemy line bends under the pressure. Then, all at once, the whole line finally breaks. The crew overwhelms whatever's left of them. One after another, the rest fold and drop. "See, stop it!" someone finally gasps out, pleading. "We lost." Another chokes through the blood. Then a voice cuts clean through it all. Did they really think the man was already finished? "Get the hell away from our guy," it roars, and the rout turns total. The dust slowly settles over the wreckage. The challenger's whole army lies scattered. The city takeover holds firm and unshaken, and our hero is already moving on to the next. One loose thread still hangs there, waiting. The very one who started all of this mess. Our guy finally tracks the challenger down at last. The challenger stiffens, asking why he's even here. There's something left unsaid since the runaway last time. Our hero asks evenly if a certain name rings a bell. That someone sent an email, and the challenger goes stone cold. The challenger reels. That's the very target the Golden Circle paid him to take down, so how does our guy know? The challenger has to shut this kid up fast, or it's all over. So what's the play? He snarls. Who does our guy even think he's threatening? But the ground's already shifted under him. Our hero only had to pull a few quiet threads. The challenger's own school slowly turns against him, and the trap clicks shut without a single sound. In the staff room, the blame flies at our guy for causing a ruckus on another campus, yet the challenger swung first, the teacher notes, and the world calls that self-defense. What kind of bullshit is that? He howls. Besides, every kid named him the troublemaker, and his record backs it cold. Take it to court then, he spits, and OE, our hero, cuts him off. The case unravels exactly as planned. Not one word of testimony lands in the challenger's favor. The school moves to cut him loose for good, and there's nothing left for him to grab onto. Expelled now, the challenger seethes out in the street, thrown away over one single son of a bitch, and the father, fresh off losing a labor job, rounds on him too, blaming the expelled son for all of it. And the challenger never once imagines that, as always, our guy was behind every bit of it. Elsewhere, a different school, a different day. Our guy's little brother walks the halls alone, sharp and quiet, carrying the same cold steel in his eyes. A bully clips his shoulder hard on purpose, then demands an apology for the bump. The brother doesn't flinch a single inch. Hardly in a spot to be lashing out, the brother says flat. The bully's whole face twists at that, and the threats start flying fast. Sorry, the bully mock whines. Was that supposed to be an apology? The shoulder hurts because of the brother, he claims. The bully insists the brother bumped him without looking. The brother just stares him down cold. The bully brags his big brother runs the top school in the whole city. The brother's life is finished now, he sneers, spitting the word orphan. But the swing comes, and it lands on nothing. The bully eats the floor instead. The watching crowd goes dead silent, and the brat learns the truth fast. Word races through the whole school. The bully's pride shatters on the spot. Every threat rings hollow now, and the whole day flips against him. The next day, the bully's father storms in on the homeroom teacher. That kid always mocked my son, he says, then bumped him and threw a punch. The teacher hears the man out, perfectly calm, then lays the plain facts down on the table. An eyewitness saw exactly what happened. The father's whole story doesn't hold up. The wealth behind him changes nothing here. The room quietly shifts against him, and the pressure only mounts. A meeting gets called to settle it all. Guardians summoned in for both sides. The brother's grandmother was meant to come, but she's unwell. So our guy shows up in her place instead. Per the eyewitness, the teacher says, the bully started it and turned violent. Then the father cracks. I apologize. It's my fault for raising my son wrong. The bully gapes as the father orders him to apologize for the lie. The wealthy man folds completely under the weight of the truth. Our hero turns to the teacher with quiet respect. Our guy trusted the man not to bow to money or power. Keep judging fairly, he says, and if the brother ever does wrong, punish him just as hard. For a true educator, he'd bow his head again and again. Our guy thanks him, low and sincere, and the bow goes deep. The bully's father lays into him. Of all people, he picked the kid backed by the construction empire. Doesn't he get how deep the trouble runs now? That kid's older brother is the one smashing heads across the whole city. That brother's the top dog of his own school, the father warns. So go follow him and grovel. The realization drains the color from the bully's face. The name alone reads like a death sentence. No apology now will undo what he started. The father already knows exactly how this ends. One wrong target, and his whole future tilts over. The bully's swagger is long gone now. Cold dread settles in its place. The muscle he bragged about can't save him. The wealth behind him means nothing here. And the walls quietly close in. There's just one road left open to him. Beg and pray it's enough. So the bully sets off to find the brother. The father had snarled at him to go grovel to the brother like the dog he is. A little while later, the bully crumbles. Sorry, he blurts. He picked the fight on purpose, and he won't ever do it again. Never again to the brother or anyone else in the school. It's okay, the brother says quietly. Get up now. And in that mercy, the brother is nothing like our guy. Elsewhere, our guy's long game finally pays off. Months of quiet positioning come due at once. A single government announcement changes everything. The bet nobody understood lands clean, and the timing couldn't possibly be more flawless. The firm's whole leadership scrambles to catch up. The loudest doubters go quiet very fast, and one single name rises above them all. The Capital Region reconstruction case breaks across the news. The government makes it official. Jackpot. The heir's wild land bet finally blows up huge. Months back, the board had called that remote buy ridiculous. Sure, it would ruin them. Now the very same board sits stunned. The worthless ground is suddenly worth a fortune. The profit dwarfs every projection they ran, the premium climbs clean past reason, and the heir stands fully vindicated. The man who looked like a fool reads as a genius now. The whole room's mood flips on its head. The chairman watches it all with pride. The moment he waited for has finally come. There's nothing left at all to second guess. The decision has already been made. The family legacy needs a clear successor, and only one man truly fits the seat. So the chairman rises to speak. Success or failure, the old man says. It was always going to be the heirs. No need to worry about any of it now. The next chairman of the firm is the heir himself. The board erupts that he can't, calling rezoning pure lottery. So what's the big deal about one lucky hit? It wasn't luck, the chairman answers flat. Ask what the heir pitched months ago. Ask who saw it coming when nobody else did. The loud objections wither under that fast. The board has no real counter to it. The verdict stands firm and final, and the heir's seat is fully secured. The rivals seethe in bitter silence, and the balance of power shifts for good. Because our guy never hid his greed, the heir says, he figured the kid would make him chairman at any cost. Exactly as the bet went, the prize landed. The heir gives his thanks. The seat was promised, and as agreed, our guy gets full support to the very end. Keep that word, our hero answers, and the heir stays a top priority. What a reliable little brat. Then a call suddenly cuts in for the heir. The director's on the line, so what is it? Meanwhile, a far darker thread quietly stirs. Old wounds in the family suddenly resurface. A secret far too heavy to ever bury, and it points straight to the very top of the family. The rival brother tells his mother the chairman never left his mistress, and worse, the old man once had an affair. Decades ago, that woman bore a secret child, a bombshell that could shatter everything, kept buried lest it all spins out of hand. The heir's livid. The rival brother finally crossed a line that can't be walked back. Beat him to a pulp, the heir fumes, just go find him. That won't fix a single thing, our guy says, calm. Rash moves here could cost the heir everything. So the rage has to wait its turn for now. The whole picture our hero lays out runs far deeper than a grudge. Anyone could see the rival brother had real chairman timber, yet the firm always quietly backed the heir instead. And the reason traces to one long-buried secret. The company kept dead silent about an illegitimate child all these years. The wife even raised her cheating husband's son as her own. The rival brother, though, drifted off abroad and never once visited. After digging, our guy deduced it. The rival brother, not the heir, was the illegitimate one. One fact alone could have ended him cold. The bastard label would have buried his claim outright. Yet our hero never once reached for it. Not every wind needs a corpse to call it done. Some knots get untangled clean instead. Even so, they're still family, the rival pleads. Competition's competition, the heir answers, and family is family. The chairman's chair isn't worth breaking his mother's heart over. There's one road where nobody bleeds, our guy offers, so want to hear it? The next day, in the press room, the heir steps up as the firm's official successor. The announcement lands hard across the whole industry. The legitimate heir takes the seat at last. The loudest doubters fall right into line. The rival faction loses its footing fast. The whole family quietly closes ranks, and the storm settles faster than expected. The firm has its future fully locked in. The entire plan holds perfectly clean. No scandal at all, no bloodshed either. Exactly the way our guy designed it. Every last piece slots neatly home, and the whole succession is sealed. In private, the chairman faces the rival brother at last. Every scheme to claim the seat gets laid bare. There was a time the old man even weighed handing it to him, so the whole family had tried to treat him fairly. None of it was ever discrimination over his birth. The whole truth lands heavy on the rival at once. The very family he resented had quietly chosen him too. The kindness he never noticed was always right there. The grudge he nursed for years had no ground. And the realization breaks something open in him. Looking back, the chairman could have simply handed it to the legitimate heir. Instead, the illegitimate son got a real shot at the race. Not just the chairman, but the wife who embraced him as her own. And the heir too, who treated him as true kin. The rival finally sees it. He was the privileged one all along, and the apology spills out. At the airport, the full weight of it shows on his face. Bags packed, the rival prepares to leave it all behind. The country, the firm, the whole fight. The seat he chased slips clean away, but the bitterness still lingers under it. But one last word still remains to be said, so at last the call gets made. The rival says he heard the kid finally figured out who he is. Didn't expect the call. Is this goodbye? No. A warning. With how things stand between them, unlike the heir, the rival won't settle this peacefully. Live as royalty now, sure, but without a shred of real power, so don't go trying any stunts at all. Did the two of them plan this whole thing together? The brother who swore not to let it slide, and the one who did it for the brother's sake. The rival envies their loyalty, and it almost stings. Still, the rival plainly acknowledges the heir's skill. Thanks in advance, he says, and steps onto the plane. The heir and the whole firm, our guy reflects. Finally, one puzzle solved. The pieces fall into place at last. Only a few short months remain now. The day to pull the trigger on the golden circle is close. But before that, a phone buzzes non-stop. Please, a desperate voice begs. Yoon Sung, please. Dozens of missed calls stack up from the blue-haired bully of old. Time, our hero decides to clean up the rest of the mess. In a quiet office, the director greets our guy like visiting royalty. It's nothing much. Our hero waves it off. Next year, the word lands. Our guy transfers to the capital. Why so suddenly? The old man startles. A talent like this, the director figures, ought to be swimming in waters far bigger than this small city. The plan reaches far past any single school. Our hero needs real room to keep on climbing. The capital is where the true game waits for him. And the groundwork is already quietly laid. Every single piece points that same direction. The move is only a matter of time at this point. But first, there's plenty of work left to finish here. Elsewhere, a bullied kid just wants to live like any normal student. Locking up the classroom, key returned, nothing forgotten. Then a voice barks. Carry this to my house, straight ahead. The bully clearly wears the face of a predator. Come off clumsy, the kid knows, and it's errand boy hell forever. So the kid swings, even knowing the beating that's coming. Surrender to one punch and it's over for good, so no looking weak now. The bully laughs, asking why the kid's even hitting him. Oh, what's this weak little punch supposed to be? The blows rain down hard, but the kid keeps standing. Beaten bloody, the kid still refuses to fold. Raw spite alone keeps the fist coming back. The bully soon tires of the whole thing, and word of the strange kid spreads quick. Then the network quietly tracks him down with an offer he never once expected, a real way out, with backing behind it, and the kid's eyes go wide at that, a genuine shot at a normal life at last. And the kid grabs it with both hands. There's a guy, the report goes, active since middle school, a solid mid-tier rating. Sounds promising enough, our guy notes. 1,000 down, and the job's done. The bully drops out. Show him no matter how hard he claws to stay, there's not a sliver of hope left. The contact calls him a seriously crazy bastard. That almost sounds like an oddly nice compliment, our hero answers. The takedown unfolds exactly as scripted, start to finish. The bully's iron grip on the whole school finally cracks apart. Kids who stayed silent for years suddenly find a voice, and the network behind all of it swells wider still. Yet another schoolyard tyrant goes down in the dirt. Another beaten kid finally breathes a little easier. The whole power map of the city shifts once again, and our guy quietly steers every last thread of it. The rumor of him races far ahead of the plain truth. The bullies still standing grow more paranoid by the day. No throne in any schoolyard stays safe for long now, and no bully's record stays clean for very long either. The slow reckoning keeps rolling from school to school, and the kingdom under one name only grows larger. Every solved case quietly feeds straight into the next. Every freed victim turns into another loyal ally. And every fallen bully becomes a fresh public lesson. The whole pattern repeats itself almost flawlessly. And not a soul ever sees the hand behind it, except of course the ones already caught in the web. Meanwhile, the blue-haired bully reels, expelled for beating kids half to death with no one left to trust. Is that rumor even true? The kids whisper. Oi! The bully snaps. What rumor? Word is he got tossed from school for bullying, and karma finally cashed in. Last hope gone, the bully drops out for good. A few days later, at his house, our guy comes calling. Please, the bully begs, just tell me how. What does he even need to do, with no power and no money left? The body's still there to use, our hero says evenly. One body can't flip a whole school, sure, but it can make a mess the police have to answer for. The bully just stares, slowly breaking. If it's real freedom he wants so badly, then prove he's truly got what it takes. A slow grin spreads across our guy's face, and the last piece of the old mess starts moving. Look at this shameless bastard, the room seethes. What's it got to do with our guy? The old bully left our hero's name behind in his will. It says he couldn't go on living because of him, and that's not even all of it. There's a whole pile of witnesses who saw the bullying. There's even footage of our guy barging right into the house. So go on, give an explanation. What exactly happened? One look, and the evidence just keeps pouring in. This is so unfair, the bully would say, if only he could. Our hero doesn't deny a single thing. Truth is, someone got hired to make that mess, and the trail leads anywhere but back to our guy. The frame holds airtight, every angle covered, no testimony lands the way the bully hoped. The system that crushes victims turns on him instead. The whole script flips clean around, and the old bully has nothing left to grab. The wealth that shielded him is long gone. The friends who feared him have all scattered. The name that ruled a school means nothing now. One wrong move years back, and here comes the bill. Our guy just watches it all quietly settle. The reckoning he planned arrives right on time. There's no mercy left in any of it. No second thoughts to slow it down. Only the cold arithmetic of revenge. The bully sealed his own fate long ago, and the debt comes due in full now. Every cruelty repaid in kind, every taunt returned with interest. The years of torment circle all the way back and land on him all at once. The predator becomes the prey at last, exactly the way it was always meant to, and our hero feels nothing but a cold quiet. Should have struggled like a pawn to survive, our guy muses. That gave him goosebumps. So much fun, he admits, with no plan to keep any promise. Better stay down for his own sake, since waking up just means meeting our hero again. This path was chosen not for justice, but for raw revenge. No drowning in it, though. In this life, the enemies feel the despair he once felt. That's the whole point, and it never once wavers. Elsewhere, the wreckage of another ruined life lingers. The girl who hired the hit sits broken in the dark, confined for months on end, hollow-eyed, able to walk, but never in front of others, able to open the door, but never to step out. A prison without bars, built from her own deeds. Our guy reflects on what she did at the store, just grabbed snacks anyone could buy. Now she plays the patient, suffocated by all of it. Even with the hood up, terrified of being seen, for both of them, the longest stretch of the highest pain. That's living hell, plain and simple, and only fair, since it's the same despair they handed him. With those threads tied off, a new one quietly stirs. Over at the gym, the whole air shifts. An old face from the fighting world strolls in. The coach's gaze hardens at the sight of him. Heavy history hangs in the room between them. The visitor wears an easy, oily grin, but nothing about it sits right at all. The past doesn't stay buried in this place, and trouble rarely knocks politely first. The coach already knows this exact type. Some men never really change at all, and this one's living proof of it. Is that the fallen fighter? Our guy wonders. Looks like it. Why's he even here? Turns out he's friends with the coach. The visitor asks how the coach has been. Busy as hell, the coach answers. One of his students just cracked the pro league, so now he's turning hopefuls away. That's great news, the visitor says. All teeth. Up till the drug scandal, he worshipped the fallen fighter, but the rival coach was secretly doping too. Can't believe he's still thinking this way, the coach mutters. Same old piece of trash. Sorry for the strange favor, the visitor presses, but could the students maybe spar? The gap between the capital and the sticks is brutal, the coach warns. A spar's a tough ask, plain and simple. They used to be close, so the coach is blunt. There's no fixing a wrecked image when everyone's seen the past online. The students would refuse it outright, the coach adds, especially with this man doing the asking. So why even bother trying it? But the visitor won't be waved off so easily. Thank God he hasn't changed a bit, our hero thinks. Still the same trash with a filthy history. No debut planned, the visitor swears, just curious how the kid's improved and showing off a junior like himself. A chance, our guy sees it clear. Humiliate this doper and put the gym on the map. If that's how it is, our hero says, let's go ahead and set a date. A spar with some country gym? The doper scoffs. The coach must be joking. This isn't about a friendly spar, the coach answers. It's about a reputation. The doper grins, a fallen pro name with 2 wins and 5 losses. They're just high schoolers, the coach notes, but his students are trending now. Win it clean, he tells his fighters, and don't let it end there. As expected of my students, the coach laughs, go beat every one of them. So the spar finally opens inside the cramped cage. The striker kid steps up to the line without a word. The doper's fighter circles, coldly sizing the kid up. Gloves tap once, and the whole bout kicks off. A probing jab tests the distance between them. A sharp counter snaps right back over it. Both fighters carefully feel each other out first. The kid's striking looks clean, crisp, and fast. The opponent's clearly no pushover in there either. The pace quickens into a real hurry now. Leather cracks hard against leather again and again. And the first true exchange flies between the two. The kid takes on the very next opponent without hesitation. That fighter aims low and counters straight at the calf. A calf kick of all the cheap gutter things. It's a move built to wreck movement, shock slammed into the leg. This dirty piece of... The kid winces hard through it. The opponent's got a real gutter way of playing this. No fair scrap here since the kid's being lured to the ground. The kid lands a few clean, but the bald one keeps eyes glued to the legs. Is the man really angling for a ground fight in that cage? The low kicks pile up, chipping steadily away at him, but the kid adjusts to it on the fly. The long months of training quietly kick in. The kid's footwork tightens up in an instant. The guard rides high and stubbornly holds. The cheap calf kicks slowly lose their bite. The opponent scowls from behind his gloves, and the whole dirty plan stalls right out. The kid presses forward hard, taking the center. The cage seems to shrink tighter around them both. Every exchange sharpens and speeds up further. Sweat sprays off them under the bright lights. Neither one gives up a single inch of ground. The watching crowd leans in that much closer. The doper's easy smile slowly fades away. The doper's own fighter is steadily losing ground. The country kid simply refuses to break. The whole pressure flips hard the other way, and the momentum visibly shifts to the kid. The bald fighter starts badly gassing out, while the kid is only just warming up, and the gap between them finally starts to close. The kick came in like a flash from distance and barely missed. This guy's skilled at controlling range, the kid notes. So what's the play now? Strong as he is, time to fold and go down? No, all that hard work would be for nothing. So the kid remembers exactly why he survived that hellish training. Day in, day out, beaten down on that wheel. Every brutal session burned deep into muscle. A hard knee buries itself deep. The opponent groans hard from it. Good! A clean hit lands flush on the face. The kid breathes out that he's finished now. The bald one switches, lunging for a clinch, going for a scuffle. Then a memory surfaces. Our guy used to be so cheerful and kind, so what changed him? But the kid knows, no matter how ruthless our hero turned, he's still the same underneath. What the kid can't grasp is why our guy shoulders every danger alone. The spar grinds slowly toward its bitter end. Both fighters are utterly spent by now. The kid stands taller than he ever has. The doper's whole pride cracks wide apart. The country gym's name climbs higher fast, and the entire plan pays off cleanly. But the kid wants far more than just a win. The kid asks to be our guy's chess piece, a real part of the plan. Say no, and the kid will just do as he pleases. Who knows? He might be the one variable nobody predicts. Why go that far? Our hero asks. Why are you going this far? The kid fires back, since right now our guy acts like someone whose life is already over. Enough of that, comes the call. Get ready. There's one match left. One last opponent steps into the cage. The coach owes him one, our guy says, so get the other student to fight the last one. The coach wanted to see how far both his students could go, right? So set the striker kid against the prodigy. What's the call? Our hero asks, since it's the coach's to make. In the life before, two fighters had real futures in the national martial scene. One of them and the other was this very prodigy. Of the two, the prodigy fought with an explosive, scuffle-heavy style. That prodigy took the whole country by storm and reached the pro league within just 2 years of his debut. The coach decides to do it. The kid isn't at that level yet, but the talent's real, and this is the perfect chance to test him. So, the final match quietly gets arranged in the cage. The explosive prodigy strides in to face the kid. The striker kid squares up without backing off. The bell rings out sharp across the gym. Explosive pressure floods in at once. The kid barely weathers that early storm of blows. Strikes fly fast, heavy, and utterly relentless. The prodigy's raw, nation-stunning power is real. The kid grits his teeth and digs in hard. Neither fighter gives up a single inch of cage. The whole cage roars with every brutal exchange, and both of them walk away far sharper for it, exactly what our guy wanted out of it. Those who heard the rumor were watching the rising name closely, and after one glance at how marketable the coach's students became, the academies that once snubbed him shamelessly come crawling back. But for the coach, all of that means nothing now. There was a time the coach taught only for the money. Then a simple truth quietly dawned on him. The coach genuinely loves the path of teaching itself. The gym fills with eager new hopefuls. The gym's name climbs higher still. The doper's shadow fades for good. And the old coach stands proud once again. The students rise right alongside him. The country gym finally earns its respect. And the whole plan pays off clean. The next day, someone corners the striker kid with a question. Who should take over once our guy leaves? Just give an answer, the man presses him. Of course it should be the kid, he says, but a friend who's accomplished nothing is a problem. Once our guy graduates and goes, the seat sits empty again, and the bullies won't follow someone they rank below. So the answer is simple. Fight me. The blunt challenge hangs heavy in the air. The kid quietly steels himself to answer it. The empty seat has to be earned, never simply given, so the gloves come right back on again, and the long proving begins all over once more. Every hard win builds the claim a little higher. Every fight sharpens the kid's edge that much further, and the kid climbs steadily toward the very top. Step by hard-won step until the school's hierarchy finally settles for good. The order is set, the kid acknowledged as the top of the school. The year flows by, and the final exams close it out. It's over, the kids cheer. Winter break, freedom at last. A perfect score again, exactly why our guy set all this up. Grades and existence both, in a capital district where records mean little, will land like a calamity. The golden circle won't sit still, once hired, and just then a voice cuts in. Our hero? There's something to say. A freed kid finds our guy, eyes brimming with raw gratitude. The kid thanks him, voice shaking hard. Without our hero, he'd never have made it out at all. The words pour out, raw and honest. But our guy barely reacts to any of it. Gratitude was never the point of all this. The kid insists on it anyway. Our hero just lets the thanks wash right past. Some debts aren't meant to be repaid with thanks, and this was never once about being thanked. Still, the kid refuses to let it go. Thanks to our guy, the kid says he can finally graduate, so even after the transfer, he'll be cheering. So stop smiling at me, our hero answers. Stop the compliments. Don't mistake selfishness for goodwill. One ear in, the other out. If the feeling lingers, our guy might lose sight of his real goal, but the trouble was, none of this would ever end inside one school. A voice asks if he's Che O'Neill's famous kid, even way out here. The work had already spilled far past the gates. Word traveled quietly from school to school. Victims everywhere started reaching out to him, and the reckoning followed every one of them. The whole city itself began to shift. There are more and more students who flinch in fear now. Vivid memories of all those gazes reeking of dread come flooding back to our guy. Hatred breeds more hatred, so by that logic, he must be evil. The face staring back from the glass looks the part. But it didn't matter if it was twisted justice. For a while it felt like dipping into something truly filthy, yet the more trash he scrubbed away, the more people breathed easy. Is this truly evil? Our hero asks himself. No, this is judgment. The network keeps swelling well past the city. Every freed kid becomes a new believer. Every fallen bully becomes a fresh warning. The name spreads far and wide now, and the work outgrows one small town. The next stage already waits in the capital. Bigger fish and far deeper rot. But our guy won't be walking it alone. Allies have quietly gathered behind him, and one of them steps forward right now. My son once talked of transferring out of nowhere, an ally recalls. I thought he was running, so I pushed him harder. All I wanted was my family's happiness, yet somehow I lost sight of it entirely. In the end, it wasn't my method that worked, but our guy's. Our guy holds the club that punishes evil, the ally says, now expanding out from this city. So no matter what comes in the capital, the ally vows to stand by him. As long as that NGO exists, no one moves against our hero easily. With the ground laid, our guy finally lets himself breathe. The war can wait a quiet moment. Some things matter far more than revenge. So our hero turns back toward home, toward the people he's protecting through all of it. The ones worth every filthy step taken. Family, plain and simple as that. The real reason behind every move, and the warmth he never wants to lose. Those quiet days he holds closest of all. Far from any cage or cold scheme. Grandma, have some, our guy says, sharing a table of good food. Is that a snowflake? The grandmother marvels. Yeah, pretty, right? They soak in the scenery and even hit an amusement park for the first time. Our hero can't forget how young his grandmother looked, like a girl again. Our guy teases that she just needs a pretty fella, could marry her off. The grandmother laughs that she's still 19. No matter where they roamed, home was always the best. Those were happy, cherishable moments, the very things worth fighting the whole world for. How can anyone calm down? A parent fumes. These are senior year kids. At a stage where one shift in the rankings matters, why allow this? Word is, the nation's top mock exam student is transferring straight into this school. Explain it right now, the parent demands. Will they really just accept that kid while the parents stand right there? As the Parents Association head, the threats start. That parent cleaned up the school's troubles and the teacher's personal messes too. Do I need to spell it all out? The parent warns. The teacher stammers that he knows, that he gets how hard they pushed, but there's just no choice in it here. The pressure only keeps mounting. The elite parents close ranks tight. The school bends under all the weight, and the transfer hangs in the balance. 1 month earlier, it had all quietly started. With a single name on a transfer form, the news rippled through the whole district fast. One top transfer meant a threat to every kid's ranking. The parents simply wouldn't stand for it. Old favors got quietly called in across the board. Long-buried secrets got dangled as cold leverage. The cornered principal squirmed under all of it. The entire staff scrambled to somehow react. And the quiet war over one seat began. None of them knew who they were truly fighting. They only ever saw a #1 score. Never once the storm standing right behind it. A parent threatens to make it all public. The teacher's taken that many bribes. Isn't it just common sense to earn one's keep? So handle it, the parent warns, or how badly he's messed up gets out. Ma'am, please, the teacher begs as the shouting climbs higher. No calming down, the parent rages, since their kids get a new obstacle because of him. Then a cool voice cuts clean through it. What's all this fuss? Every head in the room turns at once. The whole place goes dead still. The very source of all the panic stands right there, calm, unbothered, just quietly watching it unfold. The loud parents falter right on the spot. The cornered teacher goes pale as paper, and the entire balance tips hard. All those threats lose their teeth fast. The bluster drains clean out of the room. The seat is as good as taken now, and the war is already over, before most even knew it had begun. They won't let him be, our guy knows, walking the new halls. At a school where backroom deals don't fly, it's no risk-free move, and his old influence means little here. But more than afraid, our hero's excited, counting how often this exact moment had circled back. The district he dreamed of is finally within reach, and time passes just as planned. Right on cue, a request goes out for the Golden Circle to erase him, but the world stays just as rotten, with our guy already marked. The quiet kill order climbs steadily up the chain, past the brokers and the hired muscle, up to a place that almost no one ever sees, where the real, untouchable power sits, far above any single school or city. Well beyond the reach of police or press. The rot runs the whole way to the very top, and the top finally takes cold notice. A single high schooler, quietly flagged. Just a problem to be erased and forgotten. The order handed down without a flicker, like idly swatting a stray fly. Knew it, our hero thinks. The trail leads to the Golden Circle itself. The executive sneers. Is the kid really approaching him, knowing who he is? When the police, courts, press, and politicians all kneel before him? 1 month after school starts, the order drops. Deal with our guy by then, no matter what. No matter what, the words hang there, cold as the grave. In the life before, our guy came to the capital with one clear goal in mind. To sum it up, he arrived in the elite district carrying a real purpose. The broker meeting opens in a darkened room. The speaker wraps it up and opens the floor for questions. Hands go up across the rows of seats. The name on every tongue is our hero's. One broker asks about his tie to the deputy prosecutor. No real actions expected from that man for the kid. Another wonders whether the political sphere's tangled in it. No sign of it so far, comes the answer. Because of one student, the whole Golden Circle convenes, and the executive looms over them all. The executive refuses to let him be, calling such open defiance a disgrace, since failure has never once existed in the Circle's history. So the plan takes shape fast. How many useful kids fill that school? The place sits under special watch with at least 2 top-ranked fighters, and one of them is a chairman's own son. The pieces line up neatly against our guy, elite muscle, primed and waiting. The trap set before he even arrives, the whole establishment standing behind it, the entire machine quietly turning. All of it aimed at a single high schooler, who walks in knowing none of the details yet. The teacher introduces the transfer as the National Mock Exams #1. The transfer gets told to introduce himself. The kid seems to have heard of our guy already. Cold gazes of hostility press in from every side. Our hero finds it interesting, unbothered, since he likes this chaos. The teacher warns that March evaluations count as the real exams, with today's questions pulled from last year's test. The new halls bristle with a quiet menace. Every eye tracks the famous transfer student. The elite kids coldly size him up. The threat hangs thick in the air, but our guy just walks it dead calm. The gathering storm doesn't faze him. The bigger stage only sharpens him. This is the very moment he chased. The war he crossed the city to win, and the first move belongs to them, so our guy lets them make it. Patient, watching, perfectly ready. The bait already quietly in place. The trap just waiting to spring back. A bully snarls about how many people the transfer supposedly inconveniences. So the kid's really going to play it that way, the bully scoffs. The bully sneers that the kid deserves whatever's coming. A fist swings hard at our hero. The bully gloats, asking what the kid even thinks he's doing. Our guy answers, flat, that he's wrecking him. The tables turn in a single blink. The bully howls that the new kid is beating him. Right on cue, the witnesses all gather. The story bends to frame our guy. The staff close ranks against the transfer. It's the same rotten script as ever. Every angle stacked clean against him, just like the world he still remembers. But our heroes danced this exact dance before. Heard he was a crazy bastard at his old school? The whispers go. Hired by the Golden Circle, or just clearing a rival. Whatever the reason, the trap snapped on day 1, and the work hasn't even started yet. which tells him plainly, the circle has found his existence, the truth he hid, and his plans for the capital. With the broker gone, there's no reading the circle's moves now, so from here our guy relies on himself and does whatever revenge takes. It's all out war now. These are the bullies' friends. Our guy notes, so hardly fair witnesses, and he calls for neutral ones, ready to take any punishment if truly guilty. A voice scoffs that he's shamelessly making excuses since the witnesses are proof enough. The voice rages at the brat for lying, then threatens to call the police. The call connects, a report of school violence, a plea for officers to hurry, then a thank you. Then a soft click, and the room freezes as someone demands what he's doing. Our guy offers up the evidence everyone wanted, all of it captured in crisp audio. Our hero notes, with a smile, just how convenient that turned out. The trap they laid snaps shut on themselves, and the war for the capital and the Golden Circle's reckoning begins in earnest.